advantage roll.
To cast their tech at 9th level.
Me too.
Yeah, I would like to cast Dayquil at 7th level.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of want to go over to them and like rub against their legs like that thing's cat.
Yeah.
And like purr.
Okay, yeah, you do that, and it is a thing. And Amir
Because I don't think he saw me turn into the cat. So.
Neither of them did.
Just a weird
I think I was the only one that did, right?
Yeah.
Because you were kind of like over near where I was at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I knew that you could do that anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, you just see this really pretty white cat with a bow kind of like tied at the top of its head, and then another one kind of at its neck. With really pretty blue eyes, just like brushing up against both of you.
I'm super amused. I think they dressed the cat up for the ball.
Oh, people are crazy. I love it. Why people be crazy? Basically, yeah.
That's fair.
Amir thinks it's hilarious because a cat typically has like those hairless cats, and the Sphinx cats essentially.
Apparently
Monkeys, you know, like a really, really prissy looking white cat with pink ribbons in its fur is a new thing, and he is just taken by her. Just the cutest little thing.
Funny.
Yeah, really funny. Really
In a
cute.
moment of utter selflessness, I'm casting all 3 prestidigitation sparkles around them while they're dancing.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, yeah, you do that. And the prestidigitation sparkles almost seem to like adhere to Cinderella's dress. And so her dress is like extra sparkly and swishy, and it's just you're pretty sure that you just invented the term stars in their eyes. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really, really heckin' cute. It's super precious.
I love couples. I am pleased.
Good. I'm glad. So
This is what makes life divine. Just kidding.
yeah. So you guys are having, you know, pretty damn good time.
Wouldn't it be really funny if Ellie like ran out of time and then just turned into a human?
Amir lifts you up. Oh my god, you're so cute. Holy shit.
Oh, he's stronger than me. He'd probably pick her up.
Yeah, probably would. Amir is a good kid. Are you at the snack table this entire time?
Yeah, what the fuck else am I gonna do?
I mean,
I already tried to mess with the prince.
you can dance.
If someone offers to dance with me, I will dance out of politeness, and also balls are cool. And then I'm just not eat. And by eat, I mean like it's daintily snack.
Okay, cool.
I'm a noble. I can behave myself.
You got this. You have 2 different individuals ask you to dance, and one of whom is actually the Duke.
Okay.
And he's very formal about the whole thing, and you know, I think it's more of like protocol.
Yeah.
But he definitely asks you to dance, and
I'll accept.
sweet, awesome. So you 2 are dancing, and he's actually very interested in like who you all are, what you're doing. Like you get the sense that he's definitely, I mean, A, dancing with everyone at the ball's protocol.
Yeah.
B, it's kind of his job to know everyone, and he's obviously using this opportunity to information gather.
Of course.
So he's really interested in like who you all are, what you all do, how you all came to know each other. He just goes, you know, do you all have any like medics in your group, because you know we have that plague going through, and just I would be remiss if I didn't ask.
I mean, we don't have a dedicated one, and I am gonna, before that, like I'll say, you know, we met in the war and we're traveling as a favor, blah blah blah.
The
Like
Duke-
generic, not secret stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
the Duke kind of comes and goes, "Ooh, nasty business that. We lost quite a few good men ourselves."
as did we. Oh god, I just remembered my backstory. Fuck you. As did we. By the way, she wrote my whole backstory because I'm shit at making up characters. So,
They're all artists, but I'm a writer.
yeah.
I can see
So I'm just drawing shit for her and painting shit.
That's good.
Yeah, so,
Okay. Oh,
I
I was like, really? Okay.
No.
but so yeah, we don't have a dedicated healer. I did not actually say but so yeah. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So
That would be really cute.
You know,
but
the-
no, I want to dance as a person.
give me a second. The Duke is looking at you and he's speaking with you and he's like, yeah, this is a terrible business. If it were to get into the higher echelons of society, this could cause a very, very, very large problem.
I may be able to speak with the members of our group, see if anyone knows of anything they can do. I'm not sure personally if we have that ability or not.
Of course.
The only one I would think, we have our lovely bard over there. Are you still playing music? Okay.
This is her jam. This is what she does.
Oh, I know. I'm just like, is there an intermission right now, or are you still going at it?
I probably would need to take breaks.
Yeah, I'm just
tired,
asking
so-
currently. So
Yeah.
either way, I'm pointing to her like.
I've been playing for what, an hour?
It's been about an hour. I'd say
Yeah,
the set's about over.
Yeah, I would be taking a water break soon.
Okay.
I mean, I'm good, but like,
Yeah.
you gotta take care of your pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be happy to speak to her if you'd like. We also have our lovely paladin that we've left behind for the evening, but I can talk to her when we get back if you'd like.
The Duke nods his head and just says, that would be greatly appreciated. We're really not trying to take like super drastic measures here, but if push comes to shove, like the king might have to take drastic measures.
Drastic how?
The Duke kind of looks at you and he goes, he hasn't really decided yet. We're not sure what those measures would be, but this is becoming, beyond just a plague. This is becoming an epidemic, and people that shouldn't be getting sick are getting sick, and we just can't. I mean, it's bad enough that it's already hitting our poorer areas. That's terrible, but it can't get any worse, and this has to be stopped. And right after he says that, the dance comes to an end. He steps away, bows, and walks off. And then you wanted to dance?
Yes, I'm not going to turn into a human or like normal form like next to them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna like go to my original idea and like find a
hidden
outfit.
spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, do I know you're a cat?
No.
Damn.
Just me.
If I knew, I would come find you and pick
Yeah.
you up and swing you around.
Yeah, you don't know that I can turn an animal.
I was saying
Uh,
realistic cast
yeah,
by
we don't
dancing.
know
It
anything
was
about
like
you
great.
yet.
It was adorable. But
You're just some girl.
That you guys didn't want to bring along, and I'm like, no, guys, but we should because
Because she's just some weird ass girl. I don't know.
But I know her, and she probably needs some looking after.
Y'all.
that girl who has the classroom who eats paste, and I'm like,
that's Ellie.
Oh my god.
Doesn't eat hay, she's bark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bark, tree sap.
It's medicinal.
It is. Yeah, I want to like go out and like bring in like I'm gonna pull people into like a dance, like guys, girls, I don't care.
Sure.
Just,
I'm the cat.
no, I'm
Okay.
back into a person.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't turning back
No,
into a
I was.
person, so I was
But
like,
it's
what?
it's not like
right
around.
next to Amir
Yeah.
Okay.
and Reza.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a funny thing actually. The next dance is like a group dance. It seems the band is kind of incorporating multiple societal like popular dances.
Oh, if I know the dance, I'll participate.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, if this is a line dance, Adele's getting it.
Like
this
even the like just something where everybody is.
Yeah. This is one of those dances that kind of like transcends
I'm sorry.
multiple worlds. This is like the electric slide of dances.
But
Cupid
like,
shuffle.
yeah, it's the Cupid Shuffle for sure. And like everybody's on the dance floor for this one, and so it's a huge group dance, and it's very well choreographed. And
They don't know how to get to your apartment.
hello,
I'm so sorry.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
y'all, food. I haven't eaten since like noon, and it is now 9
It's number
o'clock,
6.
and I am the hungriest.
I'm so sorry.
We got sushi.
If you enter, are you entering in the front by the office?
I
or
want
are you
that
entering in the back?
I know, I'm looking at like I want to
Dessert.
open it, but I don't want to be the one to open
Oh
it.
no, go ahead. I've
Just
already
casually
eaten an
volunteering
entire bar on my way
genius.
here.
Okay.
No, yeah, I mean like.
I know that.
So for your kid, you're gonna take a right at the gate. You go into the right gate, and then you're gonna take your first left, and that's the back.
Miraculous Ladybug promo.
Oh yeah, it starts soon.
It starts in like 2 weeks. So excited about Miraculous Ladybug. Have you seen the new intro?
No.
I got it. It's really cute. Chat,
Okay, perfect.
chat sings in the new intro.
Did you see the?
Okay,
there's a
yeah,
special
it's
edition
just
that
right,
says-
left,
Yeah.
back of the cul-de-sac, right set of stairs, all the way up on the right.
I only
Lots of
want one of
rights.
these. What's the other two?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah, it's on the 3rd floor.
Thank you. Sorry.
Mm.
Thank you for directing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, better than
I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. If I could make a performance check for my dance.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll performance checks. Granted,
Oh.
this is the Cupid Shuffle of dances, so it's not that difficult.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just more of like your stylistic flavor.
you should have had me roll when I was dancing with the Duke. See if I trip over my feet.
Shit, I forgot about that.
29.
Hell yeah, you are leading this
Oh,
dance.
I got a natural 19.
I guess
so I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Noble.
I don't know. If you, I guess we came back in. Like it was like, oh
sure.
sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
we
not
tried.
trying to look like good. I'm just trying to have a good
14.
time.
Also, Cupid Shuffle or no, would you even know it?
No.
That's why
Yeah,
you're
you're
just
late.
having fun.
No.
I'm not there, but I rolled a natural 1.
You have no idea there's a dance. You have no idea. You're not even sure this other world exists.
No. Look,
Like-
as she's dancing with Beast's cake, she trips over it and rolls like down the stairs.
It catches on pieces like the broken floor, and she like strangles herself. But nobody's in the hall, so nobody will know.
Oh, and I'm being very flirtatious, but not like,
Overly so.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Like, I want
I got a
people to
14.
approach me.
Yeah. Are you being like borderline Norwegian? Take that as a yes.
You have any
Is
treasure?
Bo in here? Because that changes.
you do not see
Yeah, I'm
anyone
doing like subtle,
that
like,
matches
flirty
the other
things,
friends.
like flipping hair and like, you know, the eye, like.
Yeah.
Gotta roll the flipping hair.
Don't start making like
I'm not
Dragon
crossing
Age
those
cameos.
streams. I am
No.
not crossing those
No.
streams.
You
I've
don't
had
have
nightmares about the campaign that it's not happening
you
anymore.
don't have to do anything. I'm just letting you know I want people to approach me.
Yeah. No, and they do. You're being actually roll a charisma check.
Oh god. I've been rolling like shit with that dice. I'm just gonna
Put it in
Why
dice
did you
now.
bring that
Try
one
it again.
back? You always do that with that
because
set.
it's pretty.
It is very pretty. 17. 17.
I've
Okay.
never seen
Yeah.
you.
I mean, you're being pretty charismatic. Like people are taking notice for sure. And it's not difficult.
Why
We're all playing.
That's not bad. I got a 12 and a 13.
May I?
Be okay.
Is that
Yeah.
the bad die?
Get off the juju because I love that dice.
Rolled a 3. A
Um,
13. 13 is terrible. A 10. I think that might be pitched weirdly.
I know, but it's such a pretty dice.
16, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's
We're
like
having like a contest now.
Yeah.
See
I
who
know.
knows the
yeah,
highest.
in case
It's been a while,
in
guys.
case
We're
you're
still getting back
wondering,
into the swing of things.
it's like pearl. Like it when it catches the
Pearlescent?
light.
Pearlescent.
Yeah, it turns like
Or opalescent.
Yeah.
it's so
opalescent.
fucking pretty, and I want to use this dice. God, it rolled like
I
crap.
rolled a natural 20 on this earlier, but now
How
I'm
can
doing
you
shit.
tell? It's
Yeah.
so small.
So I switched to this one, and I rolled really well, and it was purple learning.
Oh, God,
and
now
that
I'm
was
doing really badly.
appropriate.
Natural 1.
Yikes. Anyway, so you guys have another good hour or so of like dancing and eating and, meeting people and schmoozing and
Oh, I probably kissed several people tonight. I'm just
fabulous.
kidding.
You've kissed multiple people. And
They're gonna start a fight.
so you
Hey,
guys
I've already tried flirting with the prince with magic, so.
God. So you all, you have another good hour, and then the clock begins to chime, and you don't see anything. Actually, make a perception check.
Everybody or just.
Oh,
I don't
everybody,
guys.
sure, why not?
Oh.
Okay, 20 total.
Hey,
Natural 20.
hell yeah!
Wait.
Okay.
Is our 3 proficiency bonus now?
Yeah.
Food!
14.
Food!
Food.
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 Yeah.
You're on candy
I forgot about that.
Food!
I don't even think he was on the camera, which is
Maybe.
well. I
You might
didn't.
have
I
been
didn't
the
even
way.
see him.
I
didn't-
was also in the doorway.
Oh, I know.
So
Yeah. Oh well.
you take up so much space.
Oh, I wanted a lychee smoothie. That's not. Whatever. I'll be fine. I'll go get one tomorrow.
So, what do I not see with my 11?
Yeah.
What do I see with my natural 20?
You two.
And I got a 14.
Yes.
Beth,
You
Beth,
definitely.
there's some scissors right there.
It's fine. Fine. I'm trying to listen to the DM.
Beth, you hear like raised voices, but it could just be someone trying to get the attention of someone else across the dance floor. Like you're not sure.
Okay.
You two, however, definitely hear like the prince's voice calling out, and he's calling out for someone to wait. Qua?
I don't know whose this is.
I think those are mine.
If you see anything that looks like salmon, it's mine. And you hear, as you hear the prince call out, you guys kind of look over towards the other, like, exit, and you see the prince kind of like running towards a staircase that leads to an exit to the castle, and he looks to be chasing someone. You can rightfully assume that he's probably chasing the girl he was dancing with about an hour ago.
They combined ours, so give me just a second.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, that's all you notice. And the king actually, let me make sure the king notices. Yeah, the king notices. Let me see if the duke notices. Duke rolled a 3. Duke doesn't see shit.
Duke's enjoying the music.
Duke is enjoying the music. Duke is partaking in the alcohol. He's rather content with his life. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You can have DM inspiration.
I am, but you might give me some water. I'm trapped. Thank you. I love you.
So, the Duke doesn't notice anything, but the King does, and he gets rather nervous and gets up and heads out towards that way. And he makes kind of like a placating gesture, like y'all continue as normal, whatever, and then he like power walks out the door. He doesn't want to cause any alarm, but he's alarmed.
I have no idea any of this is going on.
Nope,
Yeah.
you sure don't.
You're too busy
You
playing
are
with
still
it.
having your water break, and you're just content.
Reveling in my amazing dance skills.
Uh-huh.
I like
Sparkles
that your
are back on
break
me now.
is a lot, expending even more energy
Nothing.
dancing.
It's okay.
Who needs breaks?
Who needs breaks? Breaks are
It's a,
done.
it's a vocal break.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my body warm.
Yeah, for sure. Loosen those vocal cords.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all you two notice. And then the prince comes back, and he looks rather distraught is probably the best word for it. And he kind of turns around and leaves. He comes back inside and then leaves kind of like through a door behind
Do I
his
see
throne.
this?
Make a perception check.
We already passed the same. We saw it. So I'll do that right there. Ooh, 19. How far away from me is he?
25.
Hell yeah.
I failed.
I was about to
so
say,
sort of.
do you want to roll just like it? And I was like, you can. You're not
She's
even
building a castle.
Have her roll anyway. She's psychically.
Well, it
knows.
says midnight. She's
I
probably
rolled a
asleep by
19 on
now.
this dice.
Oh shit, nice.
Ew.
I'm assuming Julian's in bed because it's midnight. There's nothing going
It's
on in that castle.
Yeah.
She's doing
I mean,
that.
that's
She finally has an atmosphere where she can sleep without like 4 other people snoring around her, and she's like, "Thank fucking God."
Adele does not snore.
I don't know that. I know. I do know. I was a knight. Yeah, like I've spent my entire life with people, surrounded by people.
I mean, could you be in like willful denial?
I mean, I feel like that's something she would have asked.
Exactly.
And I guess unless everyone lied to her, that's just, she's so pretty that they just don't want to break it to her. No, you're
That's
beautiful.
what I'm saying. Like,
oh my
do
God.
you really know?
Who can you trust about
She
your snoring?
knows. I may be uncertain, but she knows.
If we ever have this conversation or a similar conversation in game, Camila's gonna start telling you that you snore.
Rude. And that's when she becomes a tinkerer and creates the like no snort thing.
Oh my god, I can't believe Camille's alignment change is gonna happen because she decided to play on her Adele.
You gotta go to the fantasy ENT. It'll be fine.
No alignment change.
I need a cleric.
She's neutral good because she doesn't mind having harmless fun.
Yeah.
Like she's
Doesn't hurt
leading
anybody.
lawful. She's lawful in important things, but she will have harmless fun.
But does she know she's neutral good? Does she know, Jeannie?
If you ever ask Jillian this, Jillian's gonna tell you she's chaotic neutral.
Breaking the fourth wall, everybody.
Yeah. That's how we do.
Is he within 120 feet of me?
Yes, he is.
Does he look distressed?
Relatively, but I mean, like, not like anything like horrendously wrong. He just looks upset and confused.
I'm going to send him a message
Oh shit. Okay.
that says, "What's wrong, my lord?" Not signed or anything. He just hears a mistake.
Well, he knows her voice. This is like this is the second time she's sliding into his DMs.
Yeah.
Well, like platonic.
Direct messaging.
Direct messaging the prince.
Yeah.
He kind of pauses and just goes, "She left," and then continues on his way. So the ball continues easily for another couple of hours. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I'm staying out all hours.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Before I'm gonna cut back to Jillian while y'all are partying for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
So it's getting to be pretty late. Wait, you know you're east, so it's even later. It's like 4 in the morning for you. What are you doing?
Probably sleeping.
Cool. Good for you.
Dreaming of hash browns.
Great. Yes. Absolutely dreaming of hash.
Dreaming of hash browns and floors that don't break.
And sweet, sweet silence.
Sweet. Yes, amazing. Yeah, and yeah, you're passed out. And, it's pretty. No, you're fine. I had to think. I was like, do I want to make it happen again? It's like, no, too early, too soon.
The bed just collapses to the floor.
Well, no, where y'all are staying is pretty nice. And
She can't catch a break.
poor Jillian.
Whole thing.
Poor unfortunate soul. Oh yeah, for those of you who are wondering why I don't look like a particular Disney character this week, I was traveling and I didn't think ahead. Also, I just pulled jack shit together and now I feel like I look like Hades with a blue eyeshadow. You know what?
You feel like
Also,
you're like Hades.
You went to Disney, so you know that's better than wearing Disney makeup.
So fucking true. It's the best. It's the best of times. Coming home was the worst of times.
One of my customers told me they were going to Disney World, and I was like, "Fuck y'all!" I didn't say that, but I was like,
Y'all, we need to take a group trip. Like, we just need to take a group field trip.
"If I have the money,
Yeah.
Disney World, like, D&D session.
I had the money.
What the fuck? What is going on back here?
I don't know, but they rolled a natural 1 together last
Yeah.
session, so they
And a
bonded.
17.
We
One
we
and a
had
17.
what did we
On
have
the same thing.
disadvantage, right? Is what
Yeah.
it was. And we both rolled a natural 17
Both on
and a natural 1.
And on the same opportunity attack.
Yeah, that's what it was. We had like
Yeah.
disadvantage on her. That's what it was.
Yeah. We both rolled the same rolls.
Amazing.
We've bonded now.
We're also like teaming up on mischief and flirting and the rest of the thing. Because technically I regain all my inspiration on a short rest, and I assume that playing music is not taxing to me. So
Yeah. It's, I can't remember where it was. I think it was, like, I was reading something where it's like light work doesn't like count against you during
Yeah.
short rest. I would consider that light work for you.
Yeah.
You are definitely not trying. I mean,
this is
you
probably
are,
more
but you're
rest
not
for
like
the city.
having difficulty with it.
Yeah.
this is how you spend your time off in Gen World."
I would be doing this anyway. I
Yeah.
just wouldn't have an audience.
Yeah, no, like this is what I would do.
As long as you're not doing backflips, you're fine.
Yeah.
I was this close to taking the entertainer background for her and being a fire eater
Oh, that would be really fucking
and
cool.
singing and dancing because you get to pick 3: singing, dancing, and fire eating. This close.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, the first thing that came to mind was just don't get too close to Elia and roll a natural one. And I was like,
Yikes.
no.
Yeah,
you
takes
breathe
double
wrong
damage.
around her.
Yeah, she's like Marathil. She takes double damage on that shit.
Well, I don't know that.
I am a tree.
Yeah.
Well, kind of. You have one.
I'm half a tree.
Well, so what
Toss
did
it
you
in
have
the
to
bottom
tree
half.
that count?
Here are all the tree puns when I need them from August.
So what happens if these guys all come back and I'm busy chopping down trees again, and I turn around and they see me with an axe? That's quite
No.
the impression.
I don't think that it would like phase me necessarily, like unless you.
She's talking about me.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
a tree.
The half.
I think that's the best impression you could possibly make. It's like, what?
Oh God, because they haven't met yet.
Yeah. Anyway, this is
So look,
not only they not met. She has an axe and she's gonna find out that you replaced her friend.
we come back,
They were
she's
friends.
chopping trees and like
Acquaintances.
They bonded over hating Adele singing.
I'm sorry, y'all want to run that by me again?
Yikes.
I have raven fever and I won't. I'm afraid to use it on you.
Amazing.
All smited. Everyone
Okay.
knows.
So yeah, it's 4 a.m. for you, Jillian. You're asleep.
Yeah. I think
Glad
getting
y'all
on
are
around
having
to Adele would go to bed. She needs
Yeah,
to
the
be
party's
asleep.
definitely winding down by now. It officially
This
ends
place
at
is
3,
like,
but
you know,
people are
3
starting
drunk
to
girls in a corner crying. There's some guy like drunkenly dancing on the floor by himself.
Yeah, there's some
so
so
funny.
There's 100 girls in the corner crying.
yeah, half the hall is.
And every single one of
Yeah.
them is dressed nicer than the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, if there are like a group of girls crying, I'm gonna go up to them and like give them each a flower.
Aww.
And thanks for coming in with theirs.
Because I can just make flowers.
Yes, you can. I love it. You're okay. I better get a flower. She
You
said.
will.
So yeah, you do that, and you know they're still very upset, but they are. Most of them are consoled.
What? Do I get one? Sure. Everyone gets a flower.
Yeah,
Look
everyone.
up your seats. Everyone gets a flower. You get a flower. You get a flower.
The Oprah of the Disney D&D world.
Like since I don't feel like people would drink much and Bacot would take bottles of wine and head back upstairs. Like
Amazing.
these are mine now. Good night. They're gonna be gone in the morning.
I would have given you both flowers before you left too.
While they're like walking out, like
Yeah.
stealing bottles of wine, like
I had them
all
in
right.
goofy pants.
Love it. So yeah, you guys now have like
fun, and then wink and then just leave.
Amir winks back at you.
Yes.
Babe, no.
What were the anyway? Like what's
Okay.
the secret anyway?
And Amir kind of gives you a what gesture, and you guys continue on your way. And then yeah, so the party like officially winds down. For some reason, you see this one guy dressed in like red, gold, and blue, and he's just hanging from a trellis in the garden.
Is he like attractive or is he weird?
I mean,
Those don't happen usually.
No.
I mean, if he's hanging out in the garden by himself, hanging off something, I don't want to have anything to do
no.
with that.
He's like
That's
draped
being a
over the
visitor.
trellis.
Oh,
Like
like
he
drunk?
tried to climb the
Oh.
trellis and it didn't go well.
But I mean, like, why would you be mad about someone who likes trees enough to hang off of them anyway? Like,
A trellis isn't a tree.
no, but I thought you said a tree.
I don't know what
Yeah.
a trellis is.
It is the thing you climb in Dragon Age. I was totally making a Dragon Age reference, y'all.
Yeah. I even said the house like the Inquisitor. Nobody heard me.
I didn't even hear you.
I didn't
Yes,
hear
you are
you,
correct.
but yeah.
I was in the bathroom.
So it is the when you're in Orlais and you first have to get those first hollow statues, it's that part of the wall you climb. Yeah, that's a trellis. That is a trellis. So there's a guy hanging off a trellis by the seat of his pants, and he's like passed out.
And his approval rating has gone way down.
He got kicked out officially.
There are some
but
party
they just
goers
can't talk
talking
him
shit.
They just can't get him down.
Can I, I'm about to go to bed anyway.
Might as well go to spell slot, sure.
And his name is Llewellyn.
Yeah.
So if there
He's
is
an elf. The first elf you
the
see.
entangle spell, could I wrap
Well,
it
we
around
think
him
she's
and
an
then
elf.
like
Oh yeah. Pull him
over or like put him down?
He's about halfway up a trellis.
I know, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like you're actually half elf.
Sure, it's a
Yeah,
non-con.
like how can I work? How can I?
Yeah,
do this?
well,
I also have spike growth, but that might hurt.
that might hurt him.
Yeah, that literally will hurt.
I also have
Yeah.
thorn whip.
I love that spell. That would also hurt him.
I also have druid craft, but that's like
That's tiny.
You
Yeah.
could go get Adele and she has Featherfall.
Okay, can you just cover
You
him in
throw
vines
him
and
in
leave him
and
alone? Wrap him in the vines that are on the trellis and just like, you're like, okay, you're part of the decorations now.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
You could druid craft for that, couldn't you? Just
Yeah, you could use druidcraft for that.
make him part of the decorations.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Okay, cool. So, yeah.
He's not dead, but it's kind of more than
Yeah.
anything.
You had a practical solution and I went with mine.
So what you do is he's actually hanging pretty dangerously. Like if his belt like snaps in any way, he
if
would
it looks
fallen.
like he would fall, I would help him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's like drunk, passed out. Like you see a broken bottle. Like
I wouldn't have let him like fall on his sleeve
okay,
though.
cool. Yeah. So we'll just say you bring him down to the ground with relative ease.
And then I cover him with flowers.
Okay.
I assume
Sure.
there's like a little bit of flowers at the bottom of the trellis.
Yeah, for sure.
Just lay him on there.
I'm like covering him
I
with
know.
flowers.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
amazing.
lay him on there and then make him
Like,
part of the
he
decoration.
looks like a mound of flowers. Like you can't see a body.
Amazing.
It's the prettiest burial I've ever seen. Hide the body.
It's Oculus.
If we ever have to hide a body, can you please do that?
He's not even dead.
Disney campaign. If we ever have to hide a body.
I got this, guys.
It may happen.
God, you never know.
Don't hide in the wheat field.
Do not. So yeah, party ends. Y'all retire to your room / wherever you end up retiring. The last of you probably get into bed around 3 or 3:30. Okay, cool. Yeah, you get in around 3:30. Jillian, are you asleep at 5:30 in the morning?
She may have woken up out of sheer habit after living on a farm, but after realizing she doesn't have any like fields to till or anything like that, she would have gone back to sleep.
Cool.
I really want to say, just to make this clear, you need to be cutting trees for the when you come back.
Out of game,
She
I don't
probably
care
will
if
be.
I
I really
She'll
need
probably
to
walk
go back.
around, find more spots on the floor,
I
and
don't-
be like,
Yeah,
motherfucker,
I'm just like,
and
I
just
don't
go out
care
and
if
cut
you
down more
need to
trees.
stall or whatever until that happens, as long as that is what is happening.
She'd
when
probably
we
take
get
it like
back.
one step further and like try to find stuff around the castle to make her own like resin or like polish for the floor to
Yeah.
like make it match the rest of the floorboard.
You're too
You
good.
do realize that most of these holes are like from that wall to this wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Cool.
knows. She knows.
She's
Cool.
trying.
She's
You
trying.
don't know how long she's gonna
You're
be there.
so good.
That's fair. Okay.
Character is half Aaron painting after her own birthday party.
Yeah. God, so true.
She's so mean, but also she does everything.
Okay. So yeah, so you go back to sleep after realizing you don't have to get up. Okay. Yeah, you go back to sleep for all of half an hour.
Oh jeez.
When Chip actually comes into the room, and he's got the tea service, and he's just running the tea service by himself, and he's got a teapot with him, but it's not his mother, and it's not an animate teapot. It's just a teapot, and he like bursts into your room, and he goes, "Oh, hello. Mom said to not wake you up too early, and I hope 6 o'clock's not too early, but I brought you food."
Jesus Christ.
And he comes in on this little wheeled trolley, and he's got like an entire spread. Obviously, Mrs. Potts has been
All
baked.
hash browns.
all of it. It is.
They know who they're
Hash
catering
browns 20 ways.
Yes, it's hash browns 20 ways, and then like one bowl of fruit. For
Yeah,
flavor.
she sits up. She's very, very groggy. She only got an additional 30 minutes of sleep. And so she just kind of like grumbles incoherently and starts eating.
Cool.
Also, her braids are out, by the way, because she's been sleeping. So her hair is this like poofy, ethereal mess.
Okay. Chip. I don't think it does anything if it goes dark. I don't know. I'm not gonna
Unless
risk
it
it.
sleeps.
Yeah, you just don't want to leave it idle for
Yeah,
too
I'd
long.
rather not
Otherwise,
do
it
that. My
shuts
computer
off.
shouldn't be doing that in the first place. It's not like it's on battery mode anyway, but you know, whatever. So, you guys, I say you guys, you and Chip, you know, you're hanging out. Chip is asking questions. He loves your hair. He's like, have you ever cut it? Is it really soft? He kind of looks.
It's like about here.
Yeah.
But like I said, it poofs out. So
Yeah.
you don't really realize like the actual length until you're actually like looking at it next to her person.
I'm asking for when I have to draw.
I know. I realize that.
Chip goes, it looks really soft. And he kind of like looks at himself and goes, I wish I could touch it.
I'm depressed.
And he kind of like shakes himself off. You know, as kids are wont to do. Like they'll say something really sad and then like not even realize how sad it was, and then they'll be like, "What? Like, did you say Johan?" Defo Johan for sure. That was Katie's character's little brother in our Dragon Age campaign, who was the saddest child, and I love him.
He had every reason to be.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Having two parents as blood mages, well, secret blood mages, yeah, for sure. And then what does he do? He's going to let you eat, and he's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna go wake up. You know, I'm gonna go wake up Beast and Belle, and then I'll be back. Just put your dishes outside when you're done. Bye. And he like slams the door behind him and leaves.
Bye. Yes.
Fuck.
Leaves you with your potatoes 20 ways.
All right.
That's the best way to be left.
I
honestly.
Sounds like happened to me.
Lord Almighty, I'm having a talk with that child's mother.
Oh, have you ever seen the Outback Steakhouse like spring onion thing?
Yeah.
Okay, there's literally a potato. Like, yeah, there's a potato.
The bloomin'
The
onion.
bloomin'
is so
onion.
good.
Yeah. It's a
That
bloomin'
sounds
onion
good.
but a potato.
Isn't it still like darkish out here?
And
would you
it's
say?
sunrisey. Yeah.
Okay, she's just gonna. At some point, she'll get up and kind of like gaze out the window while she's eating her 20 different forms of potatoes.
Cool. Yeah. No, it's cloudy. Like it's not very bright, but it is visibly lightning. Like you would, if you were on the farm, you would have been up for about an hour at this point.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so you're having breakfast, and about an hour or two after that, the maid service comes in for you for chuckle fucks. And,
I locked my door before
Oh,
I went to. I locked my door so no one could come in.
okay, cool. Cool.
That's fair.
Yeah,
like,
that makes
no
sense.
one needs to.
Yeah.
I know.
And they all knock. They don't
Door.
just like burst in.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not disturb.
I'll do it.
Get out of that too.
Jane, please come in a mirror and raise her in onesies.
Why would you do this? Why would you make me think that with my own brain?
Dang, Jeannie.
What? She's splitting her die.
It's been going for a while.
Anyway, yeah, I probably brought people.
Cool.
People. Plural.
Are we gonna do this like we did on your birthday?
No,
Let's do it.
it's all 100 girls who were sad.
Okay, but I literally said like Ellie's polyamorous.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
So yeah, get all 100 of them and cheer them up.
Yeah, I beat my record.
I rolled a 6 on my D6, so you have 6 people with you, fam.
Are they all lonely girls though?
I mean, how many?
Princeless
Who do you
girl.
want? What?
There were literally hundreds of people there, so.
Yeah, you had your pick of the litter, per se.
The prince made his choice, and everyone else is depressed. So
Yeah. I mean,
go for anybody.
yeah,
I have a good chance with the ladies.
yeah, and a few gentlemen that were there.
Probably like 2 guys, 4 girls.
Cool. Yeah.
The Duke's there too.
No.
I was literally gonna say that, and then I was like, I'm not gonna say that.
Duke is not there.
I've been fucking up everything in everyone else's rules today.
Okay, that's not Ellie saying no. That's me saying
I know. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna say that and have somebody go along with it.
I wouldn't have let it happen anyway.
Thank God.
So, Duke
I
is
was
not
gonna
there.
be good for once.
Yeah, you definitely have. Yeah, you have 4 girls and 2 guys. What is it with you and orgies? Like, honestly. Like,
See,
I love the out of
I-
context statement for everyone watching.
See, here's what we do. I fall into
Okay.
pits, and she has orgies.
yeah, all right, okay. So throwing back to okay, let me explain here. So all 5 of these people were in this Dragon Age campaign that I was running, and I ran for almost 8 months. On her birthday, she wanted
2 years ago? 2 years.
No,
2 years ago.
last-
No,
No, it was 2 years ago.
My last
Oh.
birthday was 21.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
It wasn't the last one, but
Yeah.
So it was for her 20th birthday. She wanted to have a D&D session. I was like, cool, that sounds awesome. Okay. And she decided that her character also wanted to have a birthday. Is that right?
that was when we started doing the birthdays
Oh,
all
that's
the
right.
same
She
time.
was the first one.
And I never got to have
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hey, I
I was like having a
don't
panic
know.
attack with that game, but
No, it's okay.
Oh, I know. No, you're fine.
God,
That was a lot.
You know what? The one closest to my birthday was when we nearly burnt down the alien or whatever. So
God, that was so fun for me.
we did it. We saved the city. Yeah, real die. Yeah, like that was
Real
my
die.
birthday. But yeah,
So Beth's character also had a birthday, and
It was a good birthday.
and then another person's character met with this guy that was at the bar that they were at.
There was so much going on.
And then they left, and then these 2 guys who had just got married came in, and they
Joined
dragged
the
her out with them, and like the entire bridal party left.
no, I
That
went with the
Oh,
couple.
that's right,
She
you
went
went
with the
too.
party.
That's what
Yeah,
our characters were both in it.
God, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. I went with the couple, and she went with the rest of the party, who ended up in the same place.
And Vanessa was up with the couple's dad,
Dad.
Mhm.
in the same house in a different room.
That was a fucking shit show.
To
Yeah.
clarify, the couple weren't actually brothers. It was one of their father and the other one's
Yeah.
father-in-law.
No, yeah, father-in-law.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Father and father-in-law.
It's the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah.
There
So
was an
far.
orgy. So
Yeah, there were literally 3 player characters having sex in the same home.
I'd like to say for the record, I was on vacation when this happened.
I left not there
I left for a week. I left them without supervision
for a week.
for a week, and
Aaron-
this happened.
Sarah would have made it for.
Or she would
Yeah,
Sarah would have been all over that. I'm just saying.
Fight with that. What
There was a fight because Aaron went and bought her a cake, and she
it was a
didn't want
good
it.
birthday.
And that was the night that Vanessa said, "I don't eat carbs."
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. And then you like shamed everyone into
Yeah.
picking the place back up.
Yeah.
You like mom faced.
I mom faced the whole
Except
bar
for
and
us.
stopping a fight and cleaning it up
Yeah.
themselves
Yeah.
as a 17-year-old.
Anyway,
So to
yeah.
get y'all prepared for what you're gonna walk into, despite this being a Disney campaign.
I'm sorry. I ruined everything.
Anyway, so
This is the 18 plus campaign.
this is dark Disney, y'all.
There are children. Somebody's getting it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have parents and stuff. Like it's not.
They just
Come
bring
on.
it out of holes in the ground.
I mean, it's Disney.
It's D&D, and one of those D's is not Disney. Fade to black. So we wake up.
Sorry, Kate.
Yeah,
We
it's
got
okay.
real sidetracked.
We got real
They
sidetracked.
wake up.
Memory
You
lane.
see what happens?
They try to deliver breakfast. and
Yeah,
stuff.
So the head makes so you 2 have your doors locked.
Mhm.
Do you 2 have your doors locked? No. Do you have your door locked?
No.
Okay. So they come in, I mean, they knock, and then they bring in breakfast for you guys, and it's a pretty nice spread. Like, you're in a castle. It's going to be good. Essentially, y'all can give them pretty much whatever you would like to have, and they have it. Like, some servant is carrying what you want, or some version of what you want. You 2, they knock, try the door, doesn't open. So they say, well, they're going to leave you some trays outside the door. Obviously, this is just standard protocol whenever a door's locked. They leave. They said there are a couple of heat runes engraved on the floor next to the door, and so the food will still be hot when you decide to get up.
Sweet, fancy.
Probably like noon by the time I get up. But yeah,
Amazing.
and I just like open the door, like wrapped in a blanket, pull the card in, and then shut the door again.
Perfect.
Like, my team, like,
I was gonna say Amir has the worst hangover. Amir he doesn't drink. Yeah, does he drink? I'm totally
I don't
characterizing him for you.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
either of them ever really drink. So
Amazing.
they're like, yeah, party time. Like,
Y'all are dying.
yeah.
Y'all are borderline dying.
You're like a couple of teenagers at their first party.
Yeah.
And in the room next door, she's like singing as she's eating and getting ready for the day.
Yep. Morning's here.
Oh,
Morning's here.
it's not even like either of us can fix it because I'm a warlock and he's a wizard. Neither of us can heal anything.
Nope. Nope.
Did
And
we
they're
make
not gonna ask me
hangover
for
cures
help.
in the last?
You
Yeah.
did make hangover cures in the last campaign.
That was me.
Yep.
And
And I think it actually was that same day.
Yeah,
It was.
Yep.
I remember trying to sell it.
Yep.
And that was where it
Well, there
all
was no
went
trying.
wrong.
We sold
Oh,
it
yeah.
back to
We
the
sold
party,
out,
wedding
like-
party.
I had a very wild 20th birthday.
God.
Your character had a very wild 20th birthday.
I was
You were
gonna
playing
say.
D&D.
No, we still did. We made those D20 cakes.
This kid is like, you were playing T&D like
I thought it was a lot of fun, but like wild isn't a word that I would use to describe it.
Lucy turned 24.
Lucy turned 24. That's what it was.
She's old.
Okay.
yeah.
So there are trays on the floor.
There are trays on the floor, and they're on top of like minor heat rooms, so the food will still be warm when y'all get up. So y'all delivered the news. You went to a ball. Y'all had fun. You can probably go back to Beast Castle now.
Yeah, I'm going to stop in with the lead physician that I spoke to, and just let her know that I don't have any intimate knowledge of this necessarily, since magic isn't helping, but I'll keep an eye out for anything I've heard.
Perfect. She looks a little harried this morning because apparently, I mean, you can assume a lot of people are coming in with hangovers who are like trying to get their shit fixed. And so she looks a little harried and she goes, of course, yes, thank you. You know, just be careful, and if you do decide to stay or go into town or anything, just be aware that is something that's going on and it's starting to spread beyond, you know, the poorer districts.
Do you know how it's spreading? Is it on contact or is it airborne?
We're not sure. We think it's airborne, and actually, she thinks about it for a second. She goes, "No, I'm almost 100% sure it's airborne. It is so highly contagious. We had one person who was sick, and we didn't know it, laugh next to someone who wasn't sick, and the other person got sick. Like, that is how contagious this is."
Where were these people at? In the castle?
No, this was in one of the poorer districts.
Yeah, great time to have a ball
Yeah.
with hundreds of people.
Yeah.
It's like a pops party.
Yeah.
Fox party so that everybody dies.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
I
good
mean,
idea.
that's
Don't
kind of
joke,
what
I
those
died
yeah.
first.
And
I mean, I'm partial. My mama lives there, but you know.
We don't know
And,
that though. So I can't even say.
I'm also not there. I'm just being an asshole for no reason because I can't do anything.
But
also,
I would after that try to gather everyone up and head back.
Sure,
That
okay.
was my goal.
yeah, and actually, fun fact, tuberculosis actually was that highly contagious. Literally, you could laugh in the same room as someone who was not sick.
Was
tuberculosis
tuberculosis the one they talked about in Unsolved when they visited the hospital?
Yes, that was the
I thought
TB
so, yeah.
hospital. Sure was. Look at you binging all that. Proud of you. I need to do more TV research. But so yeah, she, you know, you get your stuff together and you gather your party and venture forth.
Haha.
And now the circle leading back to Beast Castle is a little more like kept up, because that thing had been inert for a very long time, as far as a lot of people could remember. And you know, now it looks like any other teleportation circle. You know, nothing different here. So,
Well, does anyone have anything they'd like to do before we leave?
Amir kisses you and is like, "I'm going home. My head still hurts. I love you. Please don't do that again, and please don't drag me into that."
Okay.
We just spoke.
Okay.
I don't want to say
Cool.
We just spoke.
I don't want to.
He kisses your forehead, kisses your lips, and then hops onto the pecan circle and is gone.
What in the D&D world would cure a hangover? Is it like less restoration level, like a third level spell, or is it like a small bit of healing?
It's just a small bit of healing. feeling like it really wouldn't even take a spell slot.
Then while I was singing in that morning, Song of Rest would. Well, you have to expend hit dice to heal. So never
Yeah.
mind, just kidding.
Okay.
I was like, man, I might have cured them on accident, but they didn't. Probably.
I'd say there was probably enough like fatty foods in the spread that you got that it
was just
fought off the worst.
It was just like a headache as opposed to like I can't get out of bed and I
Yeah.
just gotta throw up.
as opposed to like if I blink,
Oh God, I've been that hungover.
the worst. I hate it. So yeah, you guys make your way back, and you make it back to Beast Castle. No problems.
On our way, I give Ellie a brief of what we're walking into, and make sure she still wants to come with us.
Oh yeah. Alright, you're coming? Okay, cool.
Okay.
I was just walking.
Cool. So you guys leave your teleportation circle, and you leave that room, and you go through the hallway with the five broken mirrors, and then and make a perception check.
Everybody?
Everyone not Jillian.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
This is my math extra die, so it's my math 20.
It's your nat 20. I love it.
9 perception.
Okay.
Natural 1.
I
You're
rolled
not even
better.
sure where you are.
I'm not sleepy.
Through vibrations in the floor, Odell knows where
She
everybody
didn't even,
is.
she's not even hungover or anything. She's just sleepy.
That's fair.
I got an 11. I did better than both of you, and I'm just like,
Uh,
probably fail. But
So actually, it's pretty obvious. You are just so tired. You're just like staring at your feet. And what did you get, Ellie?
9.
9. Okay. Yeah, it's actually not that difficult. The mirror that was smashed when you all got here, the one that you all didn't smash, the one that was smashed is no longer smashed.
I notice instantly.
Yes, you do.
Do I see Elia in it?
No, none of y'all reflect in it.
Okay.
It's gone dark.
It's gone dark.
It's gone dark.
it's just not like smashed.
It's not smashed.
Show me about the mirrors too.
At this point, yes.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. I wonder what's happened here. She says as she points for the person who didn't notice.
And now you notice that
Yeah, now I see.
there is now a whole mirror where once was a smashed one.
Huh.
Do y'all want to make an investigation check or a person?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at the statue first.
Okay, statue's hold. It's in
I'm-
place. Nothing.
I'm
think that I'm gonna look
investigating
around.
because I've never seen this
Sure.
before. ever.
Yeah, go
I'll
for
look at it.
Hey.
I'll
Well,
try
I don't
to
know what I was
check
gonna
it.
do.
I didn't see jack shit.
Okay.
19.
Oh, cool.
That was my
14.
7.
What'd you get?
Yeah, I'm gonna do an investigation.
Wait, is that
check, that takes 10
investigation
minutes.
or perception?
We'll do investigation.
Investigation. Okay.
I would have gotten a 12 for perception.
This room is really interesting. The architecture is pretty different.
I have a proficiency and my wisdom's a +4.
Okay, damn.
Okay, so 17 and above, you all notice that
Somehow.
I mean, like, you all remember when you were fighting that when a person was in the other room is when the mirrors went dark.
That's suspicious.
And at
I'm
this,
not there, but that's.
I mean, you called for Jillian, did you not?
I did.
Roll a perception check, Jillian. Let me see if you.
I did as soon as we walked through the door, projecting and everything.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a performance?
I
to see
keep
how
holding
loud
up my
it is?
sheet. I don't
Sure,
know why.
yeah, go
We're
ahead.
all aware that we need to tell her about Phoebe, right?
Oh, she's gonna realize real quick.
What did you say? Perception?
Good thing I didn't
Yeah.
walk into
13.
her first meeting.
I had
19 total.
I really wanted to see that.
19. Okay, yeah, that's plenty. And it's I mean, you just hear this Jillian, and instinctively you just get angry about it, and you're like, oh, they're back.
Blood immediately goes cold.
It's them.
And then just.
Somebody should like me.
So
Can I tell like where it came from? Like the sound, or
I
do
mean,
I
there's
hear
really
it
only one
reverberating?
place that you would really hear Odell's voice, and you've been
You mean
down there.
other than my nightmares?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I have
only
not
one
yet
place.
begun to haunt you.
There's only one place that you would physically hear Odell's voice, and you've been down there, and it takes you a minute, but you make your way down and make a perception check.
Ooh, that's a 20 total, I think.
Cool.
I folded it up again. I don't fucking know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total.
You notice two things immediately. Do not fold it again, Jess.
We're just gonna keep that.
There's all this space here. Just put it like. Yeah.
I got it. It's like instinct. Like it's just so nicely creased. Okay, I'm gonna touch it.
Your son has 3 things. 1, Phoebe's not here. 2, who's that chick? 3, why the fuck is that mirror intact?
I would also like to set the scene for you guys. She's very dirty and sweaty, and she's carrying an axe. So that's super fun.
I'm glad the axe is going into play at
Yeah.
least.
First impressions, everybody.
Yeah.
A few things, everyone. I think someone's in there.
Yes.
How do you know?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Who the hell is this?
This is
Did y'all bring another one?
Oh,
We do not need this bullshit.
Actually, so I know you stayed, and I don't know why, but I know why, but I don't know why. On the other side of this portal.
Yes.
No, get on with the story. On the other side of this portal is a teleportation temple, and it is manned by a cleric. Is manned by a cleric who
The story better start getting more
We
interesting
went to
real
a ball.
fast.
struck Phoebe down. She was no more.
He said
she was
dead.
He said she was too evil for her age.
I think I don't know what this dragon thing was. Apparently, at the very least, she was some very evil entity, and
Soul.
yes, I was getting to that.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
They had killed her as we were passing through. I tried to stop him, but he said that she needed to stay dead, and did see her soul leave her body, as we had seen in the war from time to time.
Oh, fucking Shantae is tense.
I'm trying to be serious, but oh my god.
So, when we arrived, we did go to see the king as we were instructed by Phoebus. And on the way, this is Elia. I do know her, and she was far from home, and I believed that she needed to come with us.
Child, your hair looks like an unripe strawberry. What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, it does that. It'll grow out more. The green is just coming into play.
So, y'all saw the king, and then what?
There was a ball for the prince's birthday. Yes, I know. You wouldn't have enjoyed it, so it's probably better that you're here. It looks like you're enjoying yourself.
Yes, I'm enjoying myself.
I wasn't making fun. Anyway,
And
someone's in
Yes.
there. Have you seen anything going on? Any double figures?
The fuck's wrong with the mirror?
Somebody's in there. I don't know what they're finding.
Well, there's no one in this room, which is what happened.
So there's two. Well, no, there wouldn't be two. You're
Or
right.
we
There's-
can't
well,
see them.
Well, okay.
if
so,
there's someone in there, then there might be a doppelganger running around.
So this teleportation circle had been in disuse, and in order to activate it, we actually had to enter these rooms. Somehow, each of them let one of us in, and we obtained these pieces of a key, and were able to use it. It was faster that way. But what happens when you enter is a shadowy, evil version of yourself comes out, and it's pretty violent.
Did we ever try going in when someone was in there?
Yes.
Yeah,
we're
Okay.
gonna get in.
I
I
couldn't
was gonna
remember.
say, like, I don't think if we go over and try to do anything
Yeah.
with the mirror, it's not gonna do
I
it.
It
didn't
was
think
one of
it
the
was.
first things I think I tried when she ran out. We were like, "Oh, you're out already!" And then she like took a swing at me, and I was like, "The heck!" And I was like pushing on the mirror. No, it was before
No.
she went in. It was
Mhm.
before she went in.
Okay. Just making sure.
I got pushed back through, but that was whenever the doppelganger went
Yeah.
through and then pushed me, and then she pushed me back.
But
That's
there's no,
different. But
like,
that was
there weren't
different.
any pieces missing from the statue.
No, I
picture
don't.
of it. It's completely
Statue's
fine.
completely whole.
Has anyone been
Just
violent today so far?
You mean other than me?
Well, yes.
No, everybody's fine. I think the girl and the giant mastiff are out somewhere in the garden.
I like you.
Yeah, I know you do, and I don't know why.
We need to take a look around.
Alright, let me go. She's been waving around the act. I'm using this to show she's been, every time she's doing this, she's waving around the act.
Gesturing wildly.
Literally, she's waving an act like, who the fuck is this?
Which probably would have been slightly alarming just because it was an axe, but since none of us actually know about her like tree heritage, we're all just like it's
My
okay.
grandpa died by axe.
It's alarming in general, not because she's a dryad, just because it's alarming.
Yeah.
No, I know. It's just extra alarming to her.
Alright. Let's go patrol the castle and figure out if there's some big baddie we need to
I can
beat. Alliteration.
I don't know if it's actually
Don't fucking laugh, that was terrible.
I can do ritual spells now,
Oh.
and because of my last locations I took, it would take 10 minutes, but I can cast detect magic on the mirror.
Okay.
I also identify, but identify requires like materials that I don't have.
I actually can identify things once a day.
Okay. Yeah, I can't. I don't know if I actually need the. It doesn't consume the 100 gold piece material, but it says I need it, so I didn't know if I can cast it or not.
I would say for 100 gold, probably not.
I can cast it, detect magic without.
You can cast detect magic.
I don't know if we want to wait that long.
Yeah,
Do
that's
we want to? I'm going to use
I
my
mean-
once a day identify for my.
on the
We've,
mirror.
What are you trying to
We've been
identify?
waiting anyway.
How does that spell work? I know
Okay,
it's a
so-
thing.
I have it right here.
Yeah, you choose an object you must touch throughout the casting of the spell, which is a minute. If it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has. You learn whether spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn what spell created it.
I don't know these details. I just know it's magic. Okay, all
what I'm
right.
saying,
You
I
cast
can
the spell.
Detect magic and just find out the school of magic.
And when
That's what
she
makes it easier.
reaches out and she touches it, she's actually casting magic in a normal way.
Okay.
There's verbal, somatic, and material components she uses. Well, no, there's not material. There's just verbal and somatic.
Okay.
And she just casts it.
We'll say. This is, gosh, how many schools of magic are there? Because there's evocation, transmutation, necromancy,
Abjuration,
abjuration.
enchantment, divination, which is what identify is.
Okay.
I have some of
Okay,
those.
so this is an enchantment.
Illusion,
Conjuration.
Conjuration.
You already said that.
transmutation.
So 6.
This is an enchantment. This mirror has not always been a magic mirror. It was turned into one. What other information?
What spell was cast to turn it into it?
It's a good spell.
Probably plane shift.
Yeah, more than likely. We'll go with that. Plane shift. Plane shift.
So plane shift was cast into it. I learn its properties and how to use them, but I guess it's just it only
You
works
figured
for
out.
whom it chooses at the time.
Yeah.
Is that how it works essentially?
It gains a minor consciousness and picks and chooses.
So, I can cast invincibility on myself, but I don't know whether intelligence or wisdom would be better in this case. Try to like.
Assist. Oh, the spell gives me everything.
spell gives
No, I know, but like
Everything.
we're still gonna be. There's still something.
Yeah. We still have to
Ah,
identify someone. if there
wisdom.
is
Well,
Insight.
actually,
That's wisdom.
did you guys tell everybody what happened? Like what you found out when you went into town? Because I didn't go, but I had an idea. What I heard.
When-
I think you guys.
Yeah,
told each
whenever
other
you
what
went to
happened.
town and you talked to like Bill's dad and
Maurice.
you found
Oh.
Phoebe's
Gaston.
dad.
So
Phoebe didn't say anything.
Yeah.
We,
because you came back and like recapped that, right?
yeah, we talked about our
All right.
trip.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yes, that was mentioned, and you would know.
We were in the war together. We debrief, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not deep. Well, they debrief.
Someone said something about a doppelganger being around. And they said Gaston was acting weird.
But it was broken before.
Mm-hmm. We don't know. I don't really want to try. You send someone through. That breaking the mirror may just break the connection and not.
Fuck you.
I guess.
And not.
So I cast the spell and I
It's like
learned
poker.
that. Does the mirror break and then repair, like over time? If
All the
someone's-
other mirrors are broken, and this mirror was Well, yeah.
So since
I
I'm
don't know why
alerted its
you-
properties, I would know
No,
that
it does not self-repair.
It does not
It
self-repair.
is
know why
not
you
self-repairing.
So somebody repaired it.
Somebody repaired it.
I don't know why.
I'm gonna go. How big is the crack on the other mirror?
I mean, the other mirrors, I'm assuming y'all took like weapons or fists to it. So.
No, you said they shattered when we stepped out.
Oh, that's
of
right.
it.
They shattered. Okay.
But like they broke. But like how badly did they break?
Like fractured into very large pieces and like burst out of the frame. Fractured.
Okay, so
Ah.
Gone.
So these are like empty pieces.
Yes.
Like there's like placeholders, like glass on the ground.
Yeah, there's like the backing, and then the glass that was actually in the mirror is like broken and on the ground. Sorry, I should have described it better initially.
So
It
no, it's fine.
may be worth a few of us going to check on Gaston. It may not be him. I wouldn't see why he would have any reason or would even know about this, but
Let's begin with the castle. We'll check Belle. We'll check the master.
They're in the garden.
Okay.
I saw them this morning. They're still there.
I'm inside checking Jillian.
Okay.
but
What's
is
he
it
doing now?
actually
Because
him?
I don't know, and you're always cross, so it's hard to tell if you're like a bad version of yourself.
Don't you think if I was a doppelganger, I'd be nicer?
22.
It's Jillian, and she's telling the truth.
No, you
Okay.
took a slur to us last time you were a
You don't
doppelganger.
know. You don't know. I'm just
somehow.
watching. I'm just listening to you, and
She's
I'm like,
been like
yeah, I believe
throwing
it.
around their head
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's like, prove you're you. No.
Okay. No, yeah, I didn't ask. I'm just
Jillian
watching her
Carollo
talk, and I'm like,
Kowalski the third.
yes.
Mm.
Let's go to the garden. Lead the way.
All right. Everybody watch your step.
Yep.
There's okay.
You guys go upstairs. You see there's lumber and tools and nails everywhere,
I see you've
and
been busy.
dirt and resin and wood polish. She has been busy.
Very busy.
She's got like essentially like half of a bridge built from like one end of this hole to the other, to a part of the castle that
So we
was
just
otherwise
balance?
unacceptable.
I'm impressed.
Unaccessible.
Nice work.
Thank you. What are you waiting for? Get across it.
Oh, it's halfway.
It's halfway. It's not built fully.
Okay, I thought you said all the way across, and I was like,
Walk the fucking plank, bitches, into the
Get
void.
in the hole. No, we just
No?
go to the garden, I guess. You just
Uh,
gotta watch out for lumber.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
If you don't show up the play, the choice is up to you.
But you guys are trying to get in a pit.
Okay. How deep is it?
no, it's like you can't see the bottom.
Oh, that's problematic.
Yeah, their call.
Yeah, but
That's a
you only get
problem.
50 feet of feather fall, so you need to know where the ground is.
So
Okay,
that
well,
you don't
these people
cast
have-
it like as you're flying.
So
It's
these people
okay.
don't have dark vision, but
Invisibility
I
also
do. I see the bottom. That goes 60 feet. If
I mean,
can't
you
see the
don't
bottom-
really want to jump into the. I mean, you can.
No, I just
They're not
wanna
gonna
know-
Stop you.
I just want to know because I can
Not
see
that I stopped
darkness
you.
as dim light up to 60 feet. So if it's farther than 60 feet,
It's
then
farther than 60
Yeah.
feet.
I can't see the bottom. So.
Let's go to the garden,
Yeah,
shall we?
hole.
Oh,
It's a big fucking hole.
It's a big fucking hole.
yeah.
I start heading to the garden.
Okay.
Is this like a okay?
Portal so you guys step
portal of
outside,
trains or
and it's early morning sunlight. It's glistening off the gardens and the less trees.
She cut down trees inside the fence and didn't get in trouble. And I wanted to pick a flower,
Do I see
and I was gonna get in trouble.
There ain't no flowers on the trees.
Of course you
little
see stuff.
perturbed.
They are on the edge of the property. Like, y'all have been here long enough, especially since you guys took that late watch and like kept your eyes on the horizon. Like, you can tell what the horizon is now, and like there are less trees. Like, probably like right at the gate, there's probably a good like 50 feet of stumps. Yeah.
Hell, if the beast wants to lawyer up, he can fucking well try.
I think he's
You could
a
certainly
lawyering up his like death.
This is what happens
there
when
something
you cut
wrong?
down a tree. It leaves a stump.
The hell's the matter? What's
They
wrong
have
with
roots
her?
that go into the ground,
She's from
so
the
you can't
forest.
just pick it up.
They look a little different.
She ain't wearing no shoes, I guess that much. I'm wearing shoes. She looks like I
Do you know
I was gonna say, if you're not wearing shoes, roll a tetanus check.
Oh,
no!
No, I'm wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Lillian steps on
She
a
doesn't think green shoes are
Good to know,
shoes, like
because I
the
put
sandals or
shoes on
something.
you.
She's like,
That
you're
was
not
a
wearing
question
shoes.
I had. That was a
Not
question I had.
real
I was like,
shoes.
I am not drawing bare feet. Fuck that.
No, she's wearing shoes.
Feet and hands are like the one thing I can draw. So like you guys draw everything else, and I'll add the feet and hands to it.
Perfect.
It's just
I
super
hate feet.
detailed feet for no reason.
I will go
Draw
find the
feet, it's
picture of
the
like the
worst.
super detailed foot I drew one time. Yeah, I love it. Anyway, continue.
So there's no trees.
Yeah, there's very few trees. I mean, the ones in the garden, like they're really pretty clipped trees in the garden. They're fine. The wood's too warped. You wouldn't have been able to use.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know. She wouldn't have like gone into the garden and actually started like hacking the, the pretty. She would have gotten like the big like substantial trees like.
Beyond the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's, I mean, you're not gonna get any wood out of the diggy little, garden trees.
Yeah. No.
It's for practical purposes. I don't give a shit about the garden. I just want wood.
Fuck aesthetics. Yeah. So yeah, there's a good like 50-foot just like bald spot, just beyond the gate. But yeah, you see Beast and Belle kind of walking around. Belle is actually exercising her horse. It looks like there's actually like a little horse training ring, and she's in the center, and she's like kind of putting Philippe through his paces, and I guess just trying to get him some exercise because there's really not a whole lot to do.
Is it still snowing?
Oh yeah, it's constantly winter here.
Okay.
There is always snow.
Is it like for real winter, or is it like
It's cold.
just?
Oh yeah, no, this is like for all intents and purposes, it is winter time. Your hair isn't changing because it's
It's a temperature. not a season.
OOC. It's
No, I'm just asking. Like, is it actually winter? Or is it just the season?
It's
yeah.
yeah. This is a magically created season.
In real time, it's like summer.
In real time, it's like late spring, early summer. So this
Just
doesn't
making
affect
sure.
your hair. Yeah, no, you're
I
fine.
think
Like her hair just changes.
her is like
What the fuck? Yeah, no, you're fine.
All the dye ran
I literally ran
Yeah.
to white hair. Like, oh, your head's melted.
You're a lot older than I thought you were.
oh, I'm older than all of you.
So
you an ancient ass character.
She's not ancient. She's just like 100.
To be fair, I mean,
I know,
like she
but,
looks like an elf. We probably assumed she was like
I know.
200 years old.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see Belle kind of putting Philippe through his paces, and Beast is, I mean, I'm assuming y'all have seen like horse training rings and that kind of thing. There's that high fence kind of making the perimeter
I've
of the
volunteered
circle.
in an equitherapy center for like 4 years.
Yeah. So you have the fence, and Belle is running Philippe through his paces inside the fence, and Beast is like 25 feet beyond that, and he's kind of nervously kind of moving back and forth. He's like fidgeting a little bit. You gather that if he were any closer, it spooks Philippe.
Oh.
Morning, y'all.
And the Beast turns around and goes,
Look who's back.
"Oh, you've returned."
And they came back with a new one.
Hello. He bows pretty deeply and like looks at Belle as like, did I do that right? And Belle just nods and goes, oh, hello. And introduces herself. She goes, I'm Belle, and
Am I noticing anything wrong with her training? Like, not that she's being mean to him, but like anything she could improve on.
Are you gonna be a know-it-all?
God,
I am proficient in animal
I grew
handling.
up in the woods and I'm proficient in animal handling.
I know.
Are there wild
Like,
horses in the
Roll
woods?
an animal handling check.
You're gonna be
I
rude
mean,
and
she
be
might
like,
be able to like recognize the behavior of the animal.
yeah. Go ahead and roll a behavior check.
Like if it was irritated or like
29.
agitated or that's wisdom, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Animal handling.
14.
He's happy as fuck, both of you. Like, his ears are perked forward. Now, he does have one twitch towards you guys. He's listening. And his eyes get a little bit moony, like they get a little, like you can kind of see the whites around the eye when Beast gets closer, but that's really his only reaction at the moment. If Beast were to come closer, you might have an issue, but currently he's fine.
Be kind of weird and just go up to the horse and be like, nay.
Like, through the fence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, speak like that is fine. Just
Okay.
nay.
She just motherfucking neighed at that motherfucking horse.
She grew
Adele.
forest.
Adele.
Have you ever heard of a druid before?
She neighed at the horse.
She was
You
talking
can
to a
speak
tree
to
when we
animals
found
though,
her.
right? That's a racial thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Okay, so was it like a real name or was it
I
actually
cannot wait until Julie
NEIGH name?
No.
When they walk out, and all she hears is like the screaming of the stumps, and she just falls to her knees.
No, like I can speak to animals.
Yeah.
Like that's my.
But I know she doesn't know
that.
though. Wait until she sees you speak to a tree.
So this is important though. Are you actually like sounding like a horse?
No, she
name,
sounds like a
or
horse.
Okay.
She sounds like a
She
horse.
didn't walk out and literally go, nay.
That was my impression.
Yeah, no.
Like,
No.
She can speak to animals. It's just
She was talking to a
druids
tree when
think
they
like
found
that.
her.
Actually,
I felt like
actually,
I
Jillian, make a perception check.
Me?
Jillian, yes, make a perception check.
Oh, that's actually, I love these dice. Holy shit. That's a 20 total.
Okay, and I was gonna say yes. Then you realize that it was her name and not Fleet.
I know. I'm pretty sure if you put your mind to it, you could learn how to speak to animals.
I can teach you.
Get the hell out of my face. We'll get back to that in a second. Listen.
that's something that could actually be kind of cool for me to learn as a ranger.
I
Even
know
though
that
I'm
I
not-
did
My,
that.
my animal handling is a +5. I grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
I may have to be
Philippe
good.
actually
I
kind of
am
like
just shy of
nicker in
actually
her
being
spot.
able to talk to horses as a human. My animal handling is really high.
gonna
I'm just like,
say
what the fuck is this girl doing?
I'm gonna be like, Philippe, you're so handsome. I'm like, nay. Like not flirting with him, just be like, you're so beautiful.
Yeah.
You're so handsome.
he
Lord,
doesn't
my blood
respond, but he
pressure's
just kind of like toss his mane like horses do. He just goes.
He just
And
starts
he, like-
walking a little bit more like
He turns into a dressage horse for like half a
Yes.
minute, and like high steps
Is that
it.
an English saddle or a Western saddle?
There's no saddle. She has got a lead on him, and she's running in the circles. No saddle left on him. But because this is like France equivalent, you could probably assume it's an English saddle. Actually, it would technically be a French saddle, but whatever.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
I'm so glad I did that.
Our first session back in what have we done? Shit post. Basically.
Nay.
So how's your morning been? I turn to the master.
next thing I'm gonna draw.
God.
Return his bow like a courtesy thing, and
Yeah. Beast, kind of explains to you it's been quiet, and well, I say it's been quiet. Chip was rather exuberant this morning. Decided to bring everybody breakfast.
Yes, he fucking was.
It was very sweet. He's trying to help his mother. Mrs. Potts has been a bit overrun with so many people in the castle lately.
Bless his heart.
Are you
Like,
okay?
pat
You
Julie
seem
on
a
the
little
shoulder.
upset.
I'm just a little upset. Listen, we need to talk about the basement.
you got her. You got me. You got the taters.
It's too early in the morning for me to
Oh.
be dealing with this horse speaking, horse whispering hippie.
Oh, I just found out your not friend is dead.
She wasn't friends with Phoebe, but it was still like one of her like fellow soldiers. Like,
Who's an ally?
yeah, she's
Yeah.
mad at that. But also, there's this weird girl who's talking to horses, and her hair looks stupid, and she's just her blood
She
pressure.
has like bright teal hair.
Yeah, but she traveled with her. She's used to it.
Adele probably dyes her hair too. Like she's probably
Actually, no.
no.
She was
No.
born with green hair.
Okay.
Oh, weird. Okay. Jillian's blood pressure is like right here.
Yeah, so I get where Jillian's coming from now.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
I'm sorry.
Not that I can say anything about her character.
Hey, Jake, can you make some water?
Yes. I ran into everything.
How dare. Thank you.
Also, we have 18,000
No, when I
plants.
think about it,
Yes.
I'm just gonna do like, can I do like one day it's pink and one day it's green? Now I'm thinking strawberry hair and cross for green.
Yeah, we'll say that most of the pink is actually, disappeared, and it's mostly green now.
So it's like the
Yeah, like the very, very, it's like a very soft pink. It's mostly,
because strawberry hair is too much for me.
Yeah. You know how on a watermelon rind, how it goes from pink to white to green? Sort of. But you know how in watermelon it goes kind of pink, white, green, and then that's kind of what it's doing.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Less strawberry.
I need to know because I painted her hair. I just need to fix the colors because right now it's really bubblegum color, and I'm like that's a little too much.
It's not like bright hot.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to blend
I always
it out.
pictured it more like cherry blossom pink.
That's what I was thinking too.
Thank you.
That's exactly what I pictured it as. Like a soft baby blue. Anyway, sorry, I'm just talking about my pink green hair.
No, you're fine. I needed to like.
And this whole time, I am watching Beast like a hawk, like waiting to figure out if he's like not himself.
Do you want to make an insight check?
Hell yeah, I do.
Go for it.
Well, that's good.
While we're talking to them,
7.
also, I want to.
Yeah, beast is beast.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Not him.
Yeah. No.
Honestly, we would all be trekking, right? Or at least.
Yeah, I made it very clear that somebody like.
Then yeah, I'd say all of y'all.
And I told you guys exactly what I found out about the
Is
neighbor.
insight?
I'm inciting him
Yeah,
and Belle.
No.
One or two.
roll 2.
I got a 15
Okay, that's so
total.
much better.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
Beast
19.
Did you really say bull? Did you really call beast bull?
Freudian,
my
Ranger.
God.
19.
Okay.
It wasn't even me. It was you.
I
It wasn't
know.
even me.
Hey, I've been clear that I love
Like
them
an
all.
8 rabbit song is really fun.
18 for the beast.
Okay.
Because it has the
I
at the
know.
beginning.
I know. Yeah. You gotta have the article.
16 for Belle.
Oh yeah, I would have.
Not Belle, not beast.
Okay. Oh, we rolled twice.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, so 9.
Just because I want to,
9
can I
for
roll
Belle,
for the horse?
19
yeah.
for the beast.
Not Belle, not beast.
Yeah,
Can I
16
roll
for
for the
Belle,
horse?
Sure, you can roll for the horse. That
13.
spoke fluent horse.
She doesn't know it's
To
tough horse.
her.
Okay, yeah, I want to roll it.
I
Like,
don't know
I believe I can talk to him.
Fine.
It's fine. I rolled a 14.
Philippe's form explodes. And before you
I knew it.
is a lich. You TPK, everyone dies.
Like, not necessarily.
Did you see what you did?
This is not real.
We say
Give me a minute.
as was
Survive
dead.
for a minute. You'll be okay.
No, it's not Philippe.
I just want to keep rolling.
How can we mean to?
Have we seen anybody else this morning?
I don't know.
right?
No,
Just went
He, and what's this, like, one of them told us I think they can't get through the mirrors, like the little.
It was
Cockpit.
So we have to. There's no point checking them.
Yeah.
They told us we can't.
Yeah.
Is anyone missing?
I bet if we go tangle Cogsworth over the map and he'll start talking.
Beast thinks for a minute and he goes, "No, I've seen everyone this morning."
If anyone knew.
No.
You?
You
No.
think they got new
Well,
hires?
she doesn't know the story. She doesn't know what's going on.
It's like, sure, you
I
can
actually, it took me a second to think about it. I was like, why didn't you ask it right?
You have to
Okay.
be hot.
Plus, like, someone knew, like, someone could have snuck into the castle. Like, did they see anyone they didn't recognize?
Beast goes, no.
Did
We've
y'all see the new crunchy security machine?
Marista.
What's your barista?
take your inspiration and
No,
my
you
hatred.
can't take it back.
No, I was fucking giving it to you.
Oh, yay.
Another one.
You
I
have
thought you were like, take it.
No.
You can't revoke it.
No, I wasn't provoking inspiration. I'm
I
mad
mean, you
about
probably
it.
can, but I was
I'm not
gonna
going
plead
to
against
do
it.
that.
Oh yeah, I have inspiration. I don't even remember what that was for today. Whatever.
It was for
Maybe
fun.
I'll-
Oh no, it was for
Oh,
buying you
okay.
shit.
Yeah, I give you the inspiration because you bought me shit.
What were
This
y'all
DM can be bought.
I see.
Gotta make more content.
It's booed. Booed.
What were y'all up to last night?
Did I give you the inspiration for getting me food? Yes, I did. I said it when you gave me the food.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if you
Here.
heard me.
Okay,
Yes,
now
I gave it to you.
that happen.
Okay, apparently I just need to bring you gifts every session and
Yeah.
just
Drown
pile
me
up. Yeah.
in material things, and you will be granted a boon. Or boon.
Oh, we can't do that when you
Oh,
Is there a
don't say
wishing
that.
well
You
around
can
here?
send me things. There's not a wishing one.
I'm not paying for postage.
That's Snow White. That's
I
fair.
love you, but God.
So
That is
yeah.
an obnoxiously high soprano.
I'm wishing for
I hate her.
I hate her.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I hate her too. Have we?
Are you okay?
DM inspiration revoked.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Jess, I took a sip of water and I looked up and Jess was just going.
So,
What?
anyone?
She asked what they've been up to that
Oh, I'm sorry. I knew you were like leading me to something. I just couldn't figure out what, and then my brain just malfunctioned. Beast goes on to explain that, this is kind of really his first day kind of up and about. And looking at him, like just glancing at him, you hadn't really noticed. But no, he's got bandages all over his arms. Like he's stepping very carefully. Like he's agitated at a distance from Philippe because he doesn't want to agitate the horse. But he's being very tender with the way he moves. He's not as like
Tender like in pain, or tender like trying not to be a beast?
tender as in trying not to like pull stitches
Gotcha.
or aggravate anything.
That was a cleric. Good to know.
I don't know what that is. She's probably hard.
Belle, darling, what about you?
No, she's an artificer.
Oh,
Nice.
What? Who? What?
Belle's an artificer.
Oh, cool.
I'm basing her off the live action one who's in the mentor, so that makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry, what'd you ask?
What about Belle?
Belle seems to be normal. So, I mean, she goes on and explains, I woke up, Chip brought breakfast. There was a lot of potatoes for some reason.
That's my bad. Don't ask.
And then she goes on to explain just that, it's been a fairly uneventful morning. Like, they haven't seen anyone in the castle. And, they've kind of been on high alert since the whole thing with the village had happened, and nothing, they had a watch overnight, and nothing came in over the watch. Like, it was, for all intents and purposes, normal.
I turn to Beast and I say, you need to tell us about the basement and the teleportation circle and the mirrors.
Beast, like, he actually has to think about it for a second. Like, that is so far from his mind. He has to think, he's like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The fucking mirrors that fucking spit out evil people that beat you to death. Oh.
Did he know about that?
His father was when he sealed it, right?
His father was when he sealed it.
Would you have told him about that? Like,
Well, about to find out.
Yeah. Beast goes, well, why don't we go inside? I think it's a bit cold. We'll have Mrs. Potts bring us some tea, and we can sit down and I can explain things to
It's
you.
very cold outside. Let's go inside.
Oh, Reza, and I cast prestidigitation and warm up your gloves.
Oh.
Cool.
we just all gradually start taking care of you. Just you.
Just me.
Baby Reza. So Belle takes Philippe back to the stable and, puts him away and joins you guys inside. Mrs. Potts is there and, goes and gets a whole bunch of tea and various sundries. Sundries being tea cakes. There's a shit ton of tea cakes.
Walking with the beast.
And he's leading you guys. He's walking ahead of you.
Do I know about the curse on him?
Would you have explained everything?
Yeah, we'll hang back and I'll explain, like, basically as quickly as I can.
Yeah,
Like,
because I would have
what
been
we
like, if
discovered
you
while we're here.
shapeshifter, like what is he?
Yeah.
Like,
No, I don't think he's like you. We came here to check up on someone, and we ended up out here because she's being held prisoner. Isn't that interesting? This is an interesting arrangement, isn't it? I've been against it from the beginning.
weird.
It is. I just don't. This is worse than the war. I just don't
Damn.
understand.
I was about to say, I was like, yikes.
That's quite a statement there.
She was being a little flippant.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I was gonna say, Jillian's at the very front of the pack. I
Yeah,
wish she would have read it and been like,
exactly.
hey, fucking excuse me.
You'll just look like,
Excuse
what?
me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me. No, she doesn't hear that.
At least
though.
there we knew who the enemy was.
So Beast leads you all inside, and y'all sit down at some chairs. Mrs. Potts, brings out tea and cakes. And
I would like to eat a cake with my grimy wood-stained hands.
You
Cast
eat a cake.
prestidigitation on her hands.
You eat a cake with your suddenly very clean hands.
What? You know I hum sometimes.
You look like you're upset that you're not eating dirt.
I used to make mud cakes back at home. They were the most delicious things. Mud pie.
This cake doesn't have enough iron in it.
There's not enough crunch to this cake. Where are the rocks?
This is a sissy cake.
You're welcome. What?
So this is a sissy cake.
For a second I thought you said, this is a Disney cake, and I'm like,
Yes?
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, literally, yes.
Yeah.
Everything is a Disney cake.
everything is a Disney cake. Congratulations, that's the final boss. Diabetes.
The true final boss.
True final boss. Diabetes.
We all eat,
Wilfred Brimley.
I mean, we're eating all this shit.
Diabetes.
Take your inspiration. I'm mad about it.
Stop.
You are
Honey,
very flippant with your inspiration.
I had
I
a whole
know.
thing of wine before I ate. Now I'm just in a good mood because I missed you guys.
That's like the fourth potato. I love you.
I don't like
Seeing your bright smiling face every week.
I know. I mean, you guys, I'm sure you all saw me crying about leaving you guys on Twitter.
Yes.
That is the one thing that I will not enjoy. Anyway.
I fly for free.
What?
I fly for free.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
here.
When you leave.
You can
Yes.
just go
Oh,
whenever.
actually, technically I do too. I have to figure it out, but technically I do too. Because
Yeah,
my mom
fuck
works for
y'all.
American Airlines.
Oh, shit.
Technically,
Yeah.
I do too.
Man, fuck y'all. What?
Yeah, and then the two broke ones can't fly for it.
Yeah.
I have buddy passes. Yeah, I know 2 people that work for airlines.
For
so-
real?
Okay,
yeah.
wait. If you
We'll
have buddy
discuss
passes,
this later.
no, I'm just real quick. If you have buddy passes and maybe y'all potentially, we could feasibly do Disney.
It is not
Because
revenue.
the-
Yeah.
That's
they're not
fine.
reserved seats.
Oh no, I know, but I mean like the plane tickets were what I was most worried about. I can save for Disney.
I'm most worried about the passes.
Yeah,
The passes are like $200 for 2 days.
yeah, I know they're expensive, but I mean
Well,
like I
it
don't want to do.
depends. So they're 95. Well, okay.
We should discuss this later.
We're gonna
Yeah,
we'll talk
yeah,
about it.
Well, I'll hit you up.
Yeah. Hit me up.
So
I
yes,
got you,
please
man.
do tell us about this basement and these
Yeah.
So,
doppelgangers.
Beast sits down for a minute and he goes, so that area was originally,
You.
You do that without looking. It's like you sense.
I know my touch pad. And the light disappeared. Beast goes on to explain that this was originally, this castle was actually owned by the family in Lyon, and this was more of like a summer retreat essentially. It's the equivalent of Versailles, basically.
Sweet.
And he goes, so this just made transportation a whole lot easier, and then. There was a war. There's always war, and it was used as an escape route, essentially. When Lyon lost this land, my family came into power, and we sealed it off because that's also a very easy point of invasion. And it wasn't something that we couldn't destroy the teleportation circle because it wasn't the original circle. The original circle was back in Lyon. We couldn't do anything about it, so we sealed it. And we made it difficult for anyone who was going to go in and try to go into Lyon either direction, because it's very easy to be blamed for things that you haven't done.
So you, well, not you, but your family created the mirrors.
Yes, we had wizard, sorcerer, magic user.
Could have been a bard. Did we learn anything?
We had there was a court magic user, and he for my grandparents, and they were the ones who constructed the whole thing.
Did y'all know how it worked?
We knew how it worked. We had it bricked over. Like that whole part of the building didn't exist until the castle started falling apart and part of that wall fell away. That was the only reason y'all were able to get in, was because it was completely bricked over.
I'm insight checking him, by the way.
Go for it.
It was a 20, not natural. I rolled already. You want me to roll again?
No, you're fine. He's telling the truth. He's absolutely telling the truth. Mostly because I'm making this up off the top of my head, and this makes sense to me.
We dealt with 5 of your mirrors because the 6th one was already broken. These lot came back, and it was fixed again.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting and deeply concerning.
Yes.
Because y'all might have some evil entity roaming around your, well, more evil than whatever the hell else is in this castle.
Beast stops and thinks for a minute. He goes, well, I know about that last mirror. That was more of a fail-safe, I suppose. It was more of like, if someone did manage to get through, the mirror would release a more difficult creature to deal with.
What type of creature?
I don't know.
Did they not tell you that we had used it?
I was a child.
No, I mean the other day when we left, did your stuff,
Well, they told me it happened, but I don't know the details.
Would I have been, like, around the basement at all the previous night? Like,
I mean, would you?
I mean, well, I guess probably not. If I spent the whole day fixing stuff and cleaning stuff, I don't know that I would have gone down to the basement.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't think I would have.
Okay.
I just answered my own question.
That's okay. Sorry, just flipped it on you. It's all good.
Thinking out loud, I think.
Yeah, that's all good.
I'm going to go take a look at it again.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back and I'm going to try to look around and see if I can discern if I can even tell signs of something coming out of it, what it might be. If it's supposed to be a beast, I know not to look for human footprints, essentially, or like humanoid.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Are y'all gonna go with her?
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna start the detect magic ritual.
Okay.
It takes 10 minutes to have to do this ritual, and it lasts for up to 10 minutes, but I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet. If I sense magic, I can use my action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic, and learn the school of magic, if any. So if it's visible, I can figure out what's school of magic, and if it's not visible, I can still detect magic.
Okay. Works for me.
And it's concentration for 10 minutes.
Okay.
16 investigation.
Yeah, you.
Or would this be more of like a survival check?
No, this would be investigation.
Okay, good. 16.
The thing is, like, you definitely see like human footprints, but y'all have been tromping through here a lot. Y'all were fighting in here not 72 hours ago, so it's kind of difficult to tell whose feet are whose, and you don't really see any difference. Like, you don't see a set.
And all the footprints are going,
particular
like,
set,
together in the same direction, back and forth.
You, when you cast Detect Magic, all of the mirrors light up, and then a little, you can just barely feel the transportation circle behind you. All of the mirrors have a level of, what did I say? Evocation? No.
That's whatever plane shift is.
Was it enchantment? Or?
Enchantment, yes.
Yeah, enchantment.
There's a layer of enchantment. And then whatever plane shift spells that evocation.
I can look it up.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Conjuration. Yeah, no. Whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah, whatever plane shift is, there is a layer.
Plane shift is conjuration.
Conjuration.
And then
so each mirror has a layer of.
teleportation is also conjuration.
Hey. There's a layer of enchantment, and then there's a layer of conjuration on top of it.
But nothing else. I can get up and walk around for a little bit.
Okay.
For the next 10 minutes, I will be able to detect magic.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of head
into the castle and see if I see anything that looks unusual on the grounds. I guess.
You see piles of lumber and nails.
Well, I meant like if I could see tracks that obviously looked unique or something. But I guess there's dust in here, I imagine. But if this is the well kept area, then no, I don't know how well kept this area is.
I mean, it was sealed up for a long time, so it was very, very dusty. But you all have kicked up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I
meant heading back in.
Oh, heading back in.
How feasible could I track in V shape?
I'd say fairly well.
It depends on the animal, right?
Yeah, it would
Some
depend on the
animals
animal
get
for sure.
advantage on stuff.
So if I could V shape into an animal that can smell really well, and I can see if there's like a smell of someone on the mirror, and then track.
Sure.
Bears have advantage on us if we were to a bear.
But are bears able to track? Would it be better to do a dog, like a bloodhound?
Yeah, one of those. They're all in here. It's the X look that.
Jay, will you hand me the monster manual?
So as a bear, I have advantage on perception checks that rely on smell.
Okay. Okay, Trinket, you do you.
And
So does a mastiff.
Do
Mastiff
either
has
of them
hearing and
specify
smell.
that?
Oh, hearing or smell. Okay.
What'd you say, Katie?
I was gonna say,
Which wisdom is higher?
would they be able to? Would a bear
Have
also
they-
be able to track?
Oh shit. Okay.
Like, you can smell things, but can you follow the scent?
Yeah, Trinket can't. I'm basing my stuff off of Trinket. Yeah, Trinket.
You
knows how
could.
to do
Okay,
it,
good,
yeah.
good. That's why I wanted to make sure that you didn't waste a whole V shape.
Yeah, no, yes, I think.
Out of character conversation because obviously
a
Elliot
mastiff
would
could.
know.
A mastiff has hearing too, just in case if you pick something else. But you like listen if you get close.
But that's only on smell.
Minxie.
Minxie.
I could turn into a wolf.
That could work.
I'll turn into a wolf.
You also have
It's
advantage on
hearing.
attack rolls if you get into battle.
Yeah.
Well, you're a wolf because of pack tactics.
So I'm gonna turn into a wolf.
Okay. Sorry, I'm reading.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Hopefully that means this was a good idea.
We'll see. All right. Well, since I have the detect magic, I want to walk around for a little bit, and like,
The best part is that nobody knows that you can do this but me.
yeah.
See,
I went to, like-
I wasn't like hiding, but I turned into a.
Yeah.
Weird.
If I turn into a pseudo dragon, I get sight, hearing, and
They
smell.
can fly.
Oh
I
damn it!
think.
Yeah. You can't do flying animals yet, I don't think.
No.
Speed.
Oh,
Yeah,
hi.
fly
Is
speed.
this a video?
Never
No,
mind.
it's just
Oh.
taking pictures.
Then a wolf. Yeah.
I was like, I'm not on.
I could turn into a reef shark.
They flip so that you can't.
No, I mean not now.
Okay. If you want to be a reef shark right now, I mean you can't because they can swim, but like you want to be
Why?
a reef shark. Yeah.
I can't create water for you, so.
No, it's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna turn into a wolf.
Okay. You turn to a wolf, and immediately your hearing and your sight and smell are heightened. You know, you can hear your allies like breathing, and you know,
Yeah, I wasn't trying to hide it. So if you guys are around me, you know that I can turn into animals now.
she is woof.
Wolf.
Oh God, another one.
Bork.
Bork. Heck. Okay, so you want to do some tracking?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll, and it's with advantage.
Thank God. Better.
Actually, since you're a dog, you probably would smell a very sharp scent of cinnamon in the air.
Oh, hey, yeah, you do smell cinnamon randomly. Thankfully, that is not a scent that causes dogs to sneeze.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, 18.
actually, there are a couple of scents on your list that do cause dogs to sneeze. So, 18. Okay, it takes you a minute. There's a lot of new scents. You're kind of getting used to all this. You definitely smell. You smell all your friends. But like you smell all your friends, you're like, of course they smell like that. Those are my allies. Like, yeah, I know what they smell like. This is fine. And then, you know, you smell a lot of like metallic things. There is definitely an outlier here. And it's not really a smell. It's almost, it's almost like it is a smell, but at the same time, it just seems off. Like, I don't know how, like, the smell itself is off.
I'm gonna track it.
Okay. The smells like,
And I'm gonna like nudge you to let you know I found something.
We should follow her.
I'm gonna follow.
Because I can't see
can't
it
see.
comment.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna
And I
nudge
don't know
you.
how to speak with animals. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna nudge you and hope you know what that means.
Yeah.
And then just be like, with my head, like, come on.
lead the way. We're behind you.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
All right. So, you make your way out. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Go ahead and you make your way outside of the castle. Go ahead and roll another check. 25. Nice. Yeah. As soon as you get outside, it actually becomes clearer because the air is cleaner and it's easier to differentiate since there's less kind of surrounding you. Yeah. You pick up on it, and it leads you like out of the gate, out past the grounds.
No.
Okay, keep going. Once you get out past the grounds and into the woods, go ahead and make a check. Are we all following her now? If
Yeah,
you don't,
I am.
26.
Hey.
I said we should.
My
so
detect magic is probably gone. But
Yeah.
I'm rolling really well.
Yay. Yeah, you follow it. It seems to like meander, like it's not keeping a straight path. It seems like it like went one direction and wasn't, then it kind of paused. Then it went another direction, kind of paused, and then it seems to like just kind of get into that. I learned the word for that kind of road today, or not today, but like when I was gone. It's called a holloway.
Oh.
And those are roads that have literally been wound down into that curved shape by hundreds of years of travel. Always. Yeah, there's your tidbit, kiddos.
Give yourself DM inspiration for that interesting.
Thanks.
No, it'll give the DM inspiration. She'll get to re-roll something.
I will give myself as much inspiration as I want, damn it. Which is not because I like you guys. Yay! So, yeah, so it kind of veers off of like a path, and then it kind of sticks to the holloway after a while and just keeps going through until it goes through past the wintry area and starts going into like the actual forest.
Still following.
Okay, roll another
Alright,
check.
I'm gonna keep going.
Roll another check.
That was lower. 14.
14, okay. This is harder because a lot of the trees are like in bloom and they're active and they're alive. You know, they have their own individual scents. There's pine, there's fir, there's, you know, all sorts of, there's oak.
I should have cast guidance on myself.
Don't worry.
Can you do that? when
That
you're-
is
No,
okay.
that is a
Yeah,
piece.
yeah,
But
And that only lasts like a minute. Like you
Yeah.
only hold concentration back for a minute. Like
Yeah.
by the time you got out of the room, it's gone.
do I see?
I can cast
Do I
guidance.
see her having difficulty?
Yeah, she's kind of snuffling at the ground, trying to figure out like which way to go.
Oh, I want to cast guidance on her because I've never done it before and I
Okay.
have guidance.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Kind of a weird ability.
15.
15.
There you go. I'm not very good
You
at it.
think
God.
You said I
I
tried.
you think they went this way, and you start like carefully trotting.
Yeah, I'm gonna, if I'm not 100% sure, I'm gonna kind of go slow just to make sure I'm not like crazy heading
Sure.
into a direction if I'm not 100%
Yeah,
sure.
you're pretty sure you're going the right way. You're not at 100%, but this seems to be the correct direction.
Okay. So roll again.
Yep.
And since it's more difficult at this point,
Mhm.
just kind of like reach down and like scratch behind your ears and say, "I trust you," and inspire you.
I'll keep casting guidance.
22.
22. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
It.
Yeah.
It only lasts a minute. So
Yeah.
24.
Okay.
It's a cantrip. I don't care.
Yeah,
I've never gotten these before, and I've had it since level 3, I think.
So, yeah, it takes you a minute, but then you like kick up some dirt and it hits you again. So,
This is fun.
so you go maybe another 7,500 feet or so, and the smell just disappears. You smell. Actually go ahead and make a perception check.
And she's at a few minutes, so you do have inspiration still.
Not cast guidance. She starts like sniffing a lot.
roll that inspiration. What is it? D6?
And D8.
D8 now.
And you cast guidance again.
Yeah.
So D4.
I rolled really bad. 18, so 25.
Okay. I rolled really bad.
I rolled an 8 on the
25.
dice, and then I used guidance and inspiration at the
That's fair.
same time.
That's fair. So you get here, and it's like the smell. It just changes. It immediately turns into the smell of horse. It turns into the smell of leather, and it turns into the smell of gunpowder. And you see a bit of blood, or like you smell like a metallic scent of blood. You're not sure whose it is, but you smell it.
I'm gonna follow the blood.
Okay.
If I lost the other
There's no trail. There's no trail. There's just you can smell blood. Like
And
there
it's not
was
like
blood
not
here.
going in a particular
It's
direction.
not going in a
just
particular
okay.
direction. It was there, but it's not anymore. You just know that something happened here.
What are you doing right now? It's like stopped and sniffing around.
Yeah, like, you know, like tracking dogs when they lose the scent and they kind of like,
They circle.
yeah.
I guess this is where we need to be.
When they find the scent, they like lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do our surroundings look like right now?
You are in the middle of a forest. You are off the path.
Mhm.
I didn't get you guys lost, I promise.
I'm not worried about that.
You're on a game trail essentially,
Okay.
is what you're on.
Interesting.
Does she know whether? I mean, I don't know that she'd be able to tell the difference. Can she tell whether it's animal blood or human blood?
She can't tell. Damn. It's just blood.
I don't know.
Do I see blood anywhere?
Can I track where the blood is coming from or where it came from?
Because it is a game trail. It could have just been that somebody like
Yeah.
tramped through here and killed an animal. That's why I was asking. Like,
Yeah.
do we know if somebody was killed or something was killed?
Yeah, you don't know.
All right. Do we want to like roll checks to like maybe see what's in the area or something?
Yeah, I'd like to
I
take a
can't
look
really
around.
tell if we can.
Perception? Yeah, go ahead.
I get perception on hearing as well.
You get advantage on
Yeah.
in perception or investigation.
Let's do investigation because you know it's already here. You're
Not
digging
much
deeper.
It's 11. 20 not natural.
So I'll go with my
What?
first roll. I think I'm glad because it was higher. than
Investigation is intelligence.
12.
Oh no, I was gonna say what's DM inspiration? Is that reroll or add to?
Advantage.
I'm sorry.
DM inspiration is it reroll or add to?
DM inspiration is you can. How do you do it?
I always do it where you can re-roll the die.
Yeah.
But I think some people do it where it's a d6, but I feel like that's silly because it's less powerful than the
Yeah, re-roll the die.
Okay, that's fine.
The DM is
I have two.
It's
as
just
well.
advantage.
It was way worse than the first one, which is okay. I have two. It's fine.
You can do it.
Jillian's
again.
very funny. It will come back. It's a shitty thing to say. I'm sorry. 17 total.
17 total. Okay. Yeah, you guys, you kind of dig around and something was killed here. There's like broken branches. There was obviously some sort of scuffle here. But it looks to be between like two things. You're not sure what. But there was obviously a fight here. You just don't know what kind of fight it was.
Since we're soldiers and we've been in a war, did we smell the gunpowder?
Oh, that's
No. This is
damn. That's a good question.
this was long enough ago that she's lucky she picked it up.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I rolled a 25.
Yeah. Y'all don't smell anything. Y'all just trust that she does.
Yeah, well, we don't know anything until she turns back and tells us. We're just following her.
Can I write with my snot in the dirt, like what?
No.
With your snout, maybe?
Yeah.
Not your snot.
That,
right?
that's
Okay.
what
Oh, I don't want to read it ever.
No, like in the dirt, like put like gun.
She gets real close, smells that cinnamon smell, starts sneezing in like sequence.
precipitation.
Yeah, can I write gun like with my nose?
No.
Okay, it was worth a shot.
No, you cannot. That stupid Tumblr meme. Gun.
I mean, I still have my like intelligence and my wisdom.
Gun. But Yes. that doesn't mean you can talk.
I know, but I'm writing into the dirt.
You're clever.
You don't
what?
have to do it. I'm making a joke.
Okay.
but
Yeah.
you don't
No,
have to
I'm
do
not gonna let you do it. I was like, you could do it. You will get splinters in your nose, but you can do it.
It's
I know
worth
we're
it.
just kind of generally
I'm
like
gonna try.
Sure.
I know we're just kind of generally surrounded by wood. Is there any way we can tell whether or not we are headed in the general direction of the village, or is it just like
There is a lot of trees.
Yeah, I thought so.
Granted, you're on a game
Were
trail.
we, but before we went off, were we on the way back to the village?
You were heading in that general direction.
Another question. You're gonna hate me.
What?
Can I use my paws to like try to be like a?
Are you like gonna dot a fucking eye with your fucking paw? What are you trying to do here?
Like make a rifle like? To, like
I don't
with
think
No.
your paws?
No.
I don't think
No.
dogs have been that way.
No.
No,
This isn't like Aristocrats where the paw turns into a thumb and like.
And they're suddenly like painting artistically on an easel. No.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
No,
I
cats.
said you would probably hate me.
Cats do not play trumpets, and dogs do not draw guns.
Does
Welcome to Disney, kids.
does she successfully right gun though?
No.
We
No.
determined that.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
It
always
doesn't
has-
happen.
Turn back and tell us with her words.
I know,
her
but
words
I
like a grown
I
up.
only get two,
And
and
not a
if there's
dog.
something else I need to sense, I want to be able to do it.
Alright, well, the good news is that whatever the hell it was, it's not at the castle.
If
Bad
she,
news is that it's potentially in the village.
if she casts message to me, would I communicate like bark bark?
You have to speak
Bark,
the
bark,
response.
mommy.
You have to speak the response. I have message too, but you have to speak the
Yeah,
response.
you have to be able to like
You
physically
whisper,
speak.
you whisper it, and only the other person can hear it, but you still have to speak it.
Bark bark.
If y'all want to
Bark,
hang out
bark,
here for
Monomi.
10 minutes, I can cast Detect Magic again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Good idea.
Okay.
Well, actually 11 minutes. I think Detect Magic has a 1 minute, but
I'm trying.
Yeah. Somebody's gotta learn to speak with animals.
that's not.
Just me.
No, we need to learn
The
it
one
so
who
that
is
we
the
can-
animal.
one that can speak with animals.
Yeah, I'm casting Detect Magic.
I wonder
in
if
the-
I can learn
Sure,
that.
you can.
in my-
I think I can too. I just don't know if it's at will, and I
You
don't want
still
to
get
use myself
spells.
on.
Yeah, I know.
I think they can. It's just because you're really high level. Because speak
Yeah.
animals is like 3rd level. You don't get 3rd level till
I don't
God
think so.
knows when. I'm pretty sure they do.
No, because I think I was talking about getting it with Tabby. It's 1st level.
Oh. I thought it was all higher
Yeah,
level.
my first level cleric.
Oh,
my
okay.
nature cleric.
Yeah, because
Oh well.
I was
alright,
talking
I'm
about my
completely
ranger
wrong.
having it, so.
I was going off of Dex not having it for like 30 years. I just assumed it was like too high a level for her
Right.
to learn. And
No,
no,
she
she
just
just never
didn't
did it.
bother.
Okay.
It's 1st level.
Yeah, so later on Adele and
Hold on, I think I might be able to get an
She's
evocation,
first
like an
now.
evocation to be able to do it myself too. I just don't want to.
Okay, so the smell just like stopped though, right? Of the stranger, whatever it was that wasn't one of us, it just stopped.
It just stopped.
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh yeah,
Right.
no,
I know
no,
she does.
you
I'm
know.
speaking out of character.
I probably
I'm
would
out
have
of
like
music.
shook my head or something to
Okay.
that effect. Like,
Just
no, I
Well,
probably.
or you can like do a dog shrug. Just
I could theoretically learn to speak with animals at will. I just don't want
see,
to.
y'all
'Cause
are.
I don't have that many.
Adele and
I mean,
Camille
like I said,
and
I have a really high animal handling, but that's
You
not
were gonna
gonna
do
help
detect
me,
magic?
like,
Yeah, I'm casting
get
Detect Magic on there.
That's all.
Okay.
To like
I-
if the
could
presence
think back,
of
but then I
magic.
lose my
No, I
phone.
know, I know.
you it takes you a little bit because the
And
magic
right
is
now it's not
like
fruitful,
degraded
but
and
no.
faded so badly. Like this was obviously a very, very, very old spell,
Yeah.
but you do detect very faint hints of transmutation.
Interesting.
Okay. I'm writing it down.
Yes, cool. And it is almost 11. Do y'all want to call it?
It's up to you. I mean, you're the one that spent a long time in an airplane,
I'm
so.
fine. I'm fine either way. I
I'm
mean, we
fine
can call
too.
it here in with y'all like detecting magic and.
I'm fine too. Yeah, being here.
Okay, we can keep going.
We
Y'all
start-
want to
we
go to
started
like
late.
11-ish?
We started
Yeah,
late.
we
which
did
is why-
start late.
Yeah.
I was thinking like in terms of when we usually start, which is like 7:30. But
Yeah,
right.
we
So we started like 45 minutes early. So do you want to go to like 11:15?
That's fine.
Sure.
Like another half hour?
Sure.
Cool.
All
I
right.
would just prefer to be home by midnight because I open.
Yeah,
And you live like 10 minutes
Yeah,
away.
that's what I
Yeah,
said.
So we'll be done
I'm
at
not super,
11:15.
super
It'll be
worried. Yeah.
fine. So transmutation.
Here, use my portable.
All
It
right.
charges faster than the wall.
I do communicate that. I do communicate that.
Okay. Reza has just told you.
I found transmutation magic here.
Can I think of any kind of beast I've read about in my studies of history that might
Make
be
a history check.
magic?
Could I?
Would I be able to do that with no after studying magic?
You can make a check as well.
If I do Arcana, because that's I have history and Arcana actually. It doesn't matter.
No.
What would it be?
History check.
That's a 7, so no. So, but under all the rolls,
24.
Hell yeah.
6.
Yeah, you two know jack
I
shit.
have a very
If y'all want to make a history
specific
check, you can.
I study a very specific
why
area
not?
of magic, and this is not it.
My history's okay. Actually, I
Wait,
don't have anything
specifically
under
beasts?
2.
Nice.
Or under
This
3.
is not a
I
this is
have
not a beast.
Okay. Because I was like, I have nature.
This is history?
Yeah.
I don't know
21.
anything.
Wait. Yeah, 21.
Nice.
I know math.
I don't know anything.
I
I rolled a 4.
So did I!
Well, I didn't
History
do that
kids.
bad.
So
I guess that.
sorry.
Y'all think I actually went to school.
I grew up in the woods.
I read
grew up in
different
the
books.
So you
Lots
two,
of books.
you two think about it, and you're like, transmutation. What the fuck? And you realize that there are a number of creatures that can do transmutation. I mean, some of them are more powerful, some of them are less powerful. Do you know like kind of like the intensity of the spell that's cast?
It says. No, it just says I learned School of Magic. There's an aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't know the intensity. It didn't say the intensity. It just there's magic, and if I can see the object that has magic on it, I can see that it has magic.
But if I know what type of spell or what type of magic it is, I might know what type of spell it used depending upon, like, you know, I don't know, that would depend on my 24 roll.
Yeah, it-
Aerialing your hair right now.
I am.
She's dinglehoppering her
She's
hair.
dingle hoppering.
Yeah, you gather that this is a creature. This was likely some form of disguise spell.
On the creature? I mean, I was the one that got it.
Yeah, you just know. that
Jessica
it
was curious.
Yeah. You just know it was some form of a disguise spell. You don't know what exactly that entails. You just know that it was some form of transmutation involving disguising something.
Okay. Whatever it is, it's disguised itself. That much I can tell. Based on your information of what I've learned in time.
And it actually shifted into it's not just covering itself in an illusion.
Do I smell like? Can I differentiate different animals with my smell, or like if it's a human?
I mean, everyone has like their own distinct smell. Humans are going to smell different from like forest creatures. Sorry, I chew on ice so that happens.
It's okay.
Probably shouldn't do that when I'm video. Great. Now we're gonna have like ice cracking noises on the video. I just thought about that.
Okay.
Shit. I would say you could probably differentiate humans at large versus creatures at large.
Sure.
But nothing specific. Unless you're talking about this one, in which case, like, you smell her stupid soaps and you can pick her out of a crowd from 50 yards away.
And I smell
Yeah.
like cinnamon.
And she smells like cinnamon. Like, you could really easily find her. But everyone else is just more of kind of like a general thing. So what do you want to do?
Anyway, it's actually a sequence thing. I didn't take the strong scent of red smell, but very faintly.
Well, if this
Anyway.
oh, sorry, if this is a dead end, I think we should go check the town and make sure everything's okay.
I would like to remain a wolf.
Okay.
And I'm going to like keep in my head the smell to see if I like smell it anywhere else.
I will say that you guys have been gone for about an hour at this point.
I get 2 hours
Yes.
for shade.
Yes.
And you said we were heading the general direction of town. Do we know how to get there through the forest from here?
You have to go
You're
back
on
to
game
the
trails.
path.
You are definitely in a part of the forest that you are not familiar with.
True.
Would I know how to get back?
You can try.
I'll try.
You can
Certainly try.
What I
We
roll?
do have a ranger with us too.
Mm-mm-mm.
Don't you always know which direction is which and like?
Yeah, your group can't get lost, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's a ranger.
I don't know how rangers work. I just am one.
If you're basically
Don't ask
like
me, I just work here.
you're the walking map, so
Yeah.
usually what it means is like we can't get lost, we're not impeded by difficult terrain, and you always know like the cardinal directions. So if you know which direction town is from the castle, you know which direction we travel, then you probably would roughly be able to get us back towards town.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Cool. Everybody follow me.
All right.
I don't have to roll for it, so that's good. I'm not positive on the cardinal direction thing, but I'm pretty sure that's.
I don't think the cardinal direction thing is a thing, but
I'm good with direction.
I think
Yeah.
that's a feat.
I knew the way that
Is that
we
what
went,
it is?
and I can
Oh, yeah.
retrace my steps from memory.
I-
Let's go with
I
that.
think it specifically might be the key mind feat.
my brain
I
is
can
a
check
literal
right
map. Like I can go somewhere once and then get myself back home and come back and like all the time. So I'm perfectly
actually
willing to believe
It's,
that you can get
it's
yourself.
part of the key mind feat.
that's what
They
it
can
is.
always determine
Yeah.
north and know when the sun's high, sun set will happen.
Yeah, I thought it was like a feat or a spell or something to know that much, but feasibly a ranger would know how to get around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everybody follow me.
Yeah, the person that has a feat isn't here anymore.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you guys are definitely.
You
No,
guys
I
are
have a
with
feat, just a different feat.
Yeah.
no,
If we sit in intelligence. Anyway.
you're fine. You guys are definitely off the main trail at this point. You're on like a game trail that doesn't seem to be going in any particular direction. But
I'm still snooping.
Camille kind of picks a direction and starts walking, and y'all continue with her. It takes you guys a bit longer than you would if you had stuck to the trail itself. I'd say it probably took you, what does it normally take, about 3 hours to get from town to the castle? Is
think
that what I've
something
been
like that.
saying?
Something like that.
Yeah, we'll say 3.
Like
Say
two
The
It was
time
like-
that
it
we've
was
said
like
in
two
the
or three.
past.
I'm
Yeah,
stricken
yeah.
again after like an hour.
Yeah, that's what
Did you tell us what you found? Like specifically verbally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you all know the information that you picked up scent
It
wise.
was gunpowder
Definitely guessed some.
And a fight. I would have said that too.
We don't know for sure, but
Well, we know blood.
probably.
He went into the forest to
Yeah.
to
I know.
hunt.
He said
I
he was
know.
going on a game hunt.
But it stopped.
Let's ask him if he found anything.
Well, the weird smell stopped.
No, I know.
And something disguised itself with magic.
So let's ask him what he caught.
Let's go find him.
We wanted to talk to him anyway, so.
We really should have checked for a body.
We did. We looked around.
I know. That's Jillian talking to herself. Like,
Yeah.
we should have been like digging.
I didn't smell anything.
So you guys make your way back into town, and it's getting to be like
I probably would have been able to smell a body.
late afternoon, early evening by the time y'all get into town. Most businesses are starting to close up for the evening. A lot of people are heading for the tavern. Seems to be kind of like business as usual.
Is Bell's house on the way in, or is it on the other side?
So the trail, like the main trail that would take you through to Beast Castle, was actually behind Maurice's home. It was like on his property. Where you all came in was not too far from that, but it was like maybe a mile or two closer to town.
Okay.
Or a mile, I'd say probably like half a mile or so closer to town. You're basically on the edge of town at this point.
Should we stop in and check if he's okay first?
To make sure he hasn't run off and done something stupid.
His house is still standing. So that's a good sign.
It's not on fire. It's also a
Mhm.
good sign.
I don't think
Yeah, I
we-
guess we would see it half a mile away.
Yeah, you
so-
definitely would see if something was wrong half a
Yeah.
mile away.
Alright,
It's
let's-
still standing in general. This is a good sign.
Yep.
It's not for the wrong
We
reason.
can pop in, say hey, and leave.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just to make sure.
You guys head to Maurice's home, and he's there. He's actually getting dinner ready for himself, and he kind of gets blustered. He's like, "Oh, you're here. Oh, you're new." Hi. He introduced himself. He is Maurice, and he is Belle's father. He assumes you've met her. And he invites you all in. He's like, I didn't make a whole bunch, but I'm sure I can share. I can come up with something. And he pulls out like some hard cheese and hard bread and some cheese.
Is his house very depressing?
No, it's pretty normal. Like there's like exposed beams, and it's pretty nice.
I'm gonna cover the exposed beams with like flowers.
Okay.
He likes roses. But I don't know that.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
he
fair,
was
that's
picking
fair.
a rose.
Right. Well, no, he would have told you why he was picking the rose.
Oh, I didn't ask specifically. So.
Yeah.
Or maybe we did and I forgot.
Yeah, you,
Oh,
no,
no,
you
I thought-
you defo did.
I thought
Okay,
I was
then
doing the opposite of
flowers.
metagaming. Damn it.
You accidentally metagame. It's okay.
Just flowers.
Okay. Yeah. So they're small. Maurice doesn't even like realize it. He's just more concerned with the fact that he has guests at this point, so he's busy looking for food.
I on our way, sort of like through the threshold, I would have kind of nudged Reza and been like, "Takes 10 minutes, right?" And I've seen him. Is it obvious? Like, do you have to? What do you have to do to cast the ritual?
I have to do the whole ritual.
Oh,
It
this
takes
is a
a
ritual.
yeah. It's identify or identify. Detect magic already takes a minute to cast, but I have to cast it as a ritual. No,
So-
that one takes an action. It's identify takes a minute. It takes an action normally, but I have to do the full ritual because I'm casting.
And
it
that
from
takes
my
an
book.
hour.
That takes the ritual takes 10 minutes.
Oh, the ritual.
The ritual takes
And
10 minutes.
and then the spell lasts for 10 minutes.
If you have to do it out in the open, you could like
Well, yeah, I was.
street perform and just
I can also do it outside and then come back in.
That's what
Because
I
I
was.
can. It's a concentration spell.
Sure. Yeah, I'll keep.
I
him
just have to
busy.
cast it as a ritual. So
I'll
yeah.
keep him talking for 10 minutes.
There.
Okay.
It is verbal and semantic.
So yeah, you go out the front door and you start casting and you
I'm
distract.
introducing Elia and we're talking about the flowers and oh no, we're not hungry. It's fine. We're just stopping and checking on you. Bella's
Jillian's
your
eating the
mom.
bread and cheese.
Yeah.
While she's saying, no, we're not hungry. Oh, please. She's
Jillian's
literally
like-
just eating.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything while we've been gone?
Maurice stops and thinks for a minute. He goes, "Well, I went into town yesterday, and Gaston was here.
You've seen him.
He was with LeFou earlier.
Really quick question. I'm sorry. When I smelled the gunpowder, would I have been able to tell how old the smell was?
I mean, this was old.
Okay.
This
Like
was
days old.
not even. I mean, this was probably weeks.
Okay.
This is weeks old.
Okay.
So Maurice goes, yeah, no, he's
In the fight too. I'm sorry.
yeah. All of
Okay.
this was probably to be on the safe side. It's probably been about 2 months.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
No, you're fine. So, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry.
Holy crap.
He saw Gaston.
Yeah. He saw Gaston with LeFou in town yesterday, and he seemed normal. Same
Verbally
Is he in
obnoxious.
town right
blustery, obnoxious self. Yeah.
now? Is he in town right now?
I mean, he should be. He's probably at the tavern, more than likely.
Of course he is.
He likes it there, it seems.
He lives there. That is
Oh,
where
that's
he
right,
lives.
he does.
That is where he
Um,
lives.
She was being derisive about alcoholism.
Well, went over Maurice's and my head.
It's
lives there.
So,
So,
well,
yes,
he
he
likes
likes
it. Yes, of course he likes it.
Yeah.
He legit lives there.
So I'm basically just keeping him talking until I see Reza come back in.
Cool. Yeah, no, you
Whatever
keep him
she
talking with the name chatter. It's perfectly fine.
Pumpkin spice.
good.
I've never actually had their pumpkin spice.
It's very
Well,
sweet.
that was all malted. It has coconut.
This
It's
one's
made with
just
coconut milk.
Yeah, it's coconut milk, so it's not like dairy. So it's not gonna like go bad.
No problem.
I wish I liked pumpkin spice.
See, I'm not.
I
much of
like
a
pumpkin, not pumpkin spice.
Do you? Yeah. What do you? Tiefling see?
I don't know. I mean, if there's any magic items, then I can tell that he's magic items in here. But
You definitely detect magic. You detect a very recent conjuration magic. You look up and it's flowers covering the exposed leaves.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's the strongest magic you can detect here.
alright.
Well, you'd be able to detect all of them, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
detect any magic within 30
So
feet
it's
of
not
you.
like blocking everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that magic's
I
pretty
look up
damn strong.
I-
and
Oh, like conjuration. Oh, and then it's all the flowers are glowing. Like
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I do strong magic.
Not
It's only
strong,
because it's
just a
recent.
lot.
Yeah, just a lot.
I also like that you hair flipped and you went like this and then you turned your head this way. It was great. It was great.
Ian's inspiration, though.
DM's frustration. Yeah, so
That's when
that's
you get disadvantage on the roll.
So I kind of. Well, it's been so lovely chatting. I'm glad you're well. As I said, Belle sends her love.
He goes, oh, good. I'm glad she's doing okay. Like, you know, I don't know what I would have done if y'all hadn't been here to, you know, kind of be the go-between. I really appreciate it. And if there's anything I can do to help you in the future, please let me know.
Just don't get into
Oh,
trouble.
The DM is gonna regret that. Anyway.
Yeah.
I can think of a few things.
Yeah, I can too.
Anyway, I'm
It's
gonna.
kind of like this, like, neat little hall, like, oh, the queen sends her regards, and please stop in at any time. And then all of a sudden you guys are like, yeah, we really need to follow up on that. I'm like, I was just going with the moment. Shit, okay.
We're like, yeah, let's go to your home.
I'm gonna step out and start heading for the tavern. We're trying to find.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Someone
You
knows
have
the
no
way to
idea
the
what the
tavern.
tavern is, my friend.
I
Yeah.
probably.
I was gonna say we
like-
haven't actually.
We didn't go with
We
them
also
when they
haven't
went
met
to
guests
town.
on yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, I was
usually- well,
excusing us and leaving, so I mean,
Okay.
I assume we're all
Do it
just kind of
quickly. I don't
hanging
have to recast detect magic when we
Go,
get there.
go, go, go.
Okay.
Or it's like,
Go, let it go.
Okay, so everyone's running.
We're all running and nobody knows why.
Oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna pick him up and just run with him.
Okay.
Wait, who?
Make an athletic, or no, make a strength
Oh.
check.
Guidance.
Oh, it's actually okay. Guidance, what is it, a D4?
D4.
Yeah. Okay, so
How well?
Plus 2 that's 22.
Shit. Yeah. Nah. You grab the little goat man and you are off.
I'm not that slow, but
Okay.
Let's go, buddy, come on.
Zip zoom.
Zip zoom.
Yeah. You guys make it into town. I mean, Maurice's house is still like a good.
Well, you said it was half a mile away.
It's like a half mile away. And if you're running, I'll say it takes you about.
30 feet per 6
You
seconds.
said
That's
it
exactly how
was-
fast I'm running.
You said it was later in the day.
Yes, it was early evening.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself and give myself advantage on wisdom checks.
Sounds good to me.
The owl one, right? Or whatever.
Alice was done. So yeah, I'd say maybe you lose 4 minutes.
okay.
And how long had the spell been going at that point before we started running?
It wasn't that long. I
Yeah,
walked in
a
and
few
he
seconds.
walked in. We
like
made
a-
eyes. I was like, all right,
Okay.
He's literally that meme of Bart Simpson's grandfather who like takes off his hat, puts it on the coat rack, turns around, puts it back on, and leaves.
Abraham
That was,
Simpson.
yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I watched The Simpsons. Like I don't know this shit.
I love the Simpsons. Anyway, so I know where the tavern is at. Who was with me? It was Febe
It
and
was, yeah, it was Sammy and
And Camille.
Camille.
Camille. So we know where it is. We'll,
Yeah, because the third person's dead.
Yeah, so
Yep.
that was when I lied. I was like, no, you have to go. Baby has to go with her because they
Follow
need
me,
protection. And she's like, you never lied. And I immediately lied to her. Yeah. So she definitely went. She's dead now, so it doesn't matter.
She's dead.
now.
She's dead now, so whatever.
Jeez.
That's so insensitive.
What happened to the old Febe? She can't come to the phone. Why not? Oh, cause she's dead.
Stop telling people I'm dead.
How do you
You
still
still hear her voice.
Wow, we just combined a whole bunch of memes there. Anyway,
Memes in a 2-minute span. I love it.
I feel like 30 seconds spent.
Yeah,
that was talented.
that was talented.
Okay,
Good job.
we found that we were
Good job, team. Hit the showers.
All right.
God.
Did
amazing.
Katie actually go to take a shower?
No.
Bye. Guess we'll end here then.
Wait, what would you say?
I said, guess we'll end here
He's
then.
like, no, she
Bye.
actually was going to hit the shower. It's like, all right, bye.
I don't understand metaphors.
Adele doesn't come. She just
Which goes in and punches.
Okay, we're at the tavern.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, at the tavern. You guys get into the tavern.
I set Riza on the ground.
It's-
Riza, what do you see?
I don't know.
What do your-
I have to be within 30 feet of wherever it is.
Oh.
Wherever it is. I just,
We have to ask because his eyes are pitch black and we literally have no idea
you
where
don't
he's
even know
looking.
where I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Like, it's- okay.
Okay. You
Can I walk around a little bit? Okay. Try to get close to everybody. You just have to be somewhat close.
I want to look around.
Okay. You guys look around. Like investigate, look around, or okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation.
I'm looking for Gaston.
All right. He's very easy to find. He's
Yeah.
12. It's a really cool tavern. There's a lot of antlers.
He has antlers and all this decorating.
So do I find Gaston? Would I recognize him based on
You
his
would.
demeanor?
You would.
You
not.
don't even need it. Well, I was gonna say, you don't even need a description. He is like.
Yeah. He's. Yeah.
I do point him out to Reza.
Okay, that's true.
You don't even need to. I mean, yes, he's right there.
Okay, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna bring on the flirt.
Oh God.
No, I'm not trying to like
No, I
actually
know.
flirt with him. I'm trying to boost his ego.
Okay.
More.
Like,
Lord, he doesn't need that.
guys,
I'm gonna walk close
some
to
guys,
him.
like, spill their secrets.
I
and
know.
he
I
doesn't
get what
want
you're
it.
doing,
Yeah.
but it's also
Let's
like
pull magic.
more.
Like, they spill their
it is
secrets when
trained
they're
meditation.
alone.
I know. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
So I just found something important. Gaston has transmutation magic on him. I will say, yell that, but I messaged it to her.
Messages. Oh,
Yes.
we have like dual messaging banjos.
Yes.
I
Okay.
return because you cast message. I return. Do you have dispel magic?
No, I do not.
I do. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna like as I'm talking to him, I'm gonna like insight.
Okay.
Somebody has a player's handbook I can look at.
Yes, right here.
My spell
Oh,
book
you
is
can
still.
still
already
you
have
can
it
change
up
your spells
yourself.
per day every day, right?
Well, no, I know, but my spell book
I
right
actually
now
do.
is still set to level 15.
Level 15 Jillian.
Yeah,
That's
that's why I have to change it.
Nice. Yeah. So he's.
So much time.
He's actually not that interested in you. He's not really paying you a whole lot of mind.
Who isn't interested in me?
I think it's more of the fact that you're paying a lot of attention to him.
Well, like I incited him not as his.
However,
opinion
you
of
are
me.
getting a death glare from
A
3
hunter
triplets
doesn't
not
waste
too
his
far from
time
you.
on rabbits.
No, I'm not trying to
For what
like
it's
incite
worth,
his
not
opinion
what
of me.
No, no, please
I
don't.
know
Yeah.
that something's off.
Oh, sorry.
That was like
I thought that was more of a charisma check. My bad.
No,
Um,
because it was insight.
insight. Okay. And what were you trying to?
Like,
Yeah.
see if something's like weird about him,
Yeah.
like other than the big ego and a giant horrible personality. I know, but like if something's like
Is it like
Dark.
Uncanny Valley or
Yeah.
anything like that?
like dark about his
not
demeanor.
necessarily
Yeah.
dark
It's
per
third
se.
level,
I
and
mean,
I
it's
only
he's a
have,
little
first
full of himself and a little
That's why I wanted to
off.
check. 'cause
Like
that's
anyone
why
who's
it
been
gets
through
really
war
weird.
and has that much of an ego is not going to come
Yeah.
out unscathed.
Well,
I just
hold
I think
on.
I just I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. I have a couple.
Something is
I need the
off.
book.
Something is definitely
I need to make
definitely
sure I have
off.
the right amount of spells.
Okay,
It's-
I'm close
I
by,
may be
not
able to
actively. I'm sitting nearby, acting like I'm doing my own thing.
Cool.
But I don't know if I can do this because I don't know what's actually involved because I suck at D&D. Can I cast Zone of Truth
Oh
so
shit.
that if anybody in our party like tries to approach him and talk to him, he can't actually?
He does have to save
You
me.
mean the
He does get a save on that.
I know, but I don't know if you're actually asking him things about what we're
You
trying
have to be
investigate.
in the zone when you start, but when you cast a spell to fall for it, right?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm
Okay,
sitting
so
real close.
we back off, let you cast it, and then walk in, so we're not like,
Look
you're
at me.
fake and I know
yeah.
it. Tell
Oh,
me
yeah.
now. So I can fill light in.
I would have assumed that
Oh,
I was
yeah.
kind of hanging back from Reza and from her. So if we were near each other, would you have communicated what you're doing?
Is there a way for me to do that?
Because I'm
We're fifth
I'm
level?
right
Well,
now.
okay,
it's
it's
a
a
loud
loud
tavern.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a
Oh,
lot
it
of
is.
We've just walked in.
Oh,
We
you know
can
what I can
speak
do?
quietly
If
once
anybody's over like near the general like actual bar area, I can actually go and like get myself a drink and be like, hey,
Is
listen,
it
I'm about
is
to
it
do
a
this thing.
wisdom save?
Well,
It's a
level
charisma
5.
save. Yeah.
1, 2. Oh wait.
Oh, is it a charm?
Let me.
Oh,
I'm pretty
'cause I
It
sure.
doesn't matter. It's going
Um,
to just make you tell the truth, which isn't a big
Yeah.
Well,
deal.
the spell ends. The
advantage,
creature that enters the
so
spell's
I
area for
get
the first
advantage.
time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay,
must
yeah, I
make
have
a
it on
charisma
spell.
saving
I
throw.
cannot add detect magic. to my
On
list.
a failed save, creature can
Or,
speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Because I'm like
Affected
right next to him, so I'm
creature.
probably gonna have to make the save.
Oh wait, it says an affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie.
So if someone
So
is really
evade.
So
yeah, he can evade.
you have to be very direct when you talk to him, and pay attention if he starts dodging questions.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't
Pay
say
attention to
like.
his mannerisms is what I'm saying.
And
I know,
and
but
I
also it
understand
doesn't. It
inside
doesn't
checks.
necessarily. I mean, if he, for some reason, decides to ask you like, "Hey, are you trying to like figure out if I'm doing evil things?" Then you can't lie. But it
If I
doesn't.
fail.
It doesn't prompt you to just like blurt
You want me
out,
to talk
"Oh, hey, by the way."
It's not a compulsion.
Yeah. It's
Do
not
you
a
want me to
compulsion.
talk to him? I'm very charismatic. Me or Adele, we're very charismatic.
I've had a thought. What's your
I've
thought?
got decent charisma too.
What if we stay outside of your range and we ask him unpointed questions like, how did your hunt go?
We could. Didn't you
What
say
is
it was
your
from
favorite
like?
story?
It
from
was
the
like
war?
old. The smell was.
I would have said it was old.
Months?
2 months.
It would be a little. I mean, we could just ask in general how was the hunt. 'Cause if we asked how was the hunt 2 months ago, that's weird as
No.
hell.
We saw
We
saw
like,
him.
we
Ask him what his recent capture, what
His best
what,
like recent.
what has he caught in the past 2 months?
we heard
Which
that
things
you
are new?
got a really big.
Do you want
hunt.
me to
What was
talk
it,
to him
around 2 months
specifically?
ago?
I can do this.
Yeah, go
I
for
think
it.
so.
And things
I'm
like,
very
is the
charismatic.
food here, by the way? Is the food here?
Yeah,
I like Zone of Truth though because we can tell if he's evading. At
Yeah.
the very least.
Even if
It
he
won't
doesn't
be-
answer, we can
Yeah,
tell if
it's-
he's being
it's not a
like
pure
shady as
lie.
hell.
Yeah, we can't because it'll be harder for us to tell if he's lying rather than being
And-
like,
I can also just straight up cast charm person, but I don't want to do that because he knows when it's over and he knows if he passes. So
I've met him before.
He's got the
and
entire
I
town
know
on his
that
side. Good
yeah.
luck.
this
Yeah, so I'm not gonna
gentleman
do
I
that.
like not
No,
to
we'll get
murder.
murdered.
I know
with
they're
pitchforks
friends.
that we know they have.
And
Grab
he
your torch
mentioned
and
that he was acting weirdly. I think we should
Show
ask
weird,
him
right?
questions that if it weren't him, he wouldn't be able to answer. Like, how did you two meet? You're such good friends and you've been together so long. What is your favorite story together? What is your greatest hunt together? How did you two team up? You're such a dynamic duo. Things that if it were an imposter,
I think
he wouldn't be able to
Do they
answer.
have that kind of
I've never
relationship?
been a caster.
though?
It's
Like,
not
would
a
we
druid in my
actually
life.
care how they met?
Because guess what,
He'll
so
figure that.
Well, we'll have to gauge his reaction as best we can. He may, the real person may not care. I don't know if I met
That's
the
a
real
good
person.
idea,
honestly.
I'm not gonna
That's actually a really good idea.
But if you ask him a specific question like, how did you two come to be friends? And he can't answer it. You know, if he deflects, that's one thing. And then his friend is upset with him because he's deflecting or chooses not to answer. And that may play him into our side as well. But asking him questions he can't answer might be the way to go. It may become apparent after a while. You know, tell us a story. Everyone will be able to hear. And so it would make a public spectacle of him if he can't.
Maybe.
You can also just for when you cast it, go up behind his chair and cast it in front of you. So we can be behind his chair asking questions and we can still lie.
Yeah.
I'm very good at
Okay, it says casting time 1 action, so I assume that's what, 6 seconds?
It's less than 6 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, so I can be like, I mean, as casual as I can manage while I'm casting a spell.
I'll be a
But-
distraction.
I was gonna say somebody can be a distraction. Also,
Yeah, that's fine.
behind him, because I don't want to obviously like stand behind his chair and be like, "Be gone, demons!" Like that's gonna blow the whole thing, and then
No,
we're
it's
gonna
like
be
there are
ruined.
magic words and there are hand gestures you have to make, so you can try to be subtle and like make a out of character. You can make like a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I can be like trying to distract everyone, and I'll send you a message. I send you a message saying,
Yeah, because I don't know what's happening.
we're going to see if he's lying. Did you tell me how far your spell range is?
It's 60 feet.
The actual zone is 60 feet.
Oh wait, hold on. No, that's the range. I was like, holy shit. It's a 15-foot radius, so it's a 30-foot diameter.
Stand at least 16 feet away from him is my message.
Make an excuse to like walk away, maybe refill your drink or something.
Do I see you trying to flirt with him? Is that what you were doing?
Trying to get him to like talk to me.
Play coy, darling. Stay further away. About 16 feet. Pretend like you're not noticing him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna talk to someone more interesting and suitable for my company.
Damn.
And
As she
Gaston's
does
like,
that-
okay.
As she does that, I'm going to cast messages to her and say, not all men are going to fall for your charms. I hope you're aware of that.
Hashtag not all men.
says the gay man to her. Not all men are like women. Basically in her head.
And I'm going to use their stage. Oh, it's probably obvious he likes my men, at least to some extent.
Yeah.
He hasn't said anything about
He-
wanting to marry Belle in front of you, but I mean.
I mean,
Would Belle or
he's a dude, bro.
have we heard
Yeah.
about that yet?
What?
And Belle mentioned it.
Yeah,
There was
Belle
a
mentioned
brief
it. Maurice
discussion.
mentioned it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
I
so
think
we
you
know that
mentioned
he has affection.
But
for
Elliot
her.
might. I think that was Jay's point.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just saying,
No,
just
that-
so she
that I
knows.
know.
Yeah, Elliot.
Stop flashing your boobs at everybody. Not all men
I'm not
like that.
flashing my boobs at him.
Metaphorically.
I'm gonna get into position behind Gaston.
Is there a stage?
I'm this guy too.
There's not a stage.
I'm going to stand on the other side of the room from Jillian.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Gaston has that massive, like, furry, antlered armchair thing, too. I'm gonna be out of sight behind him. That's
That's what I
great.
was saying. Get behind it and then cast it like 15
Alright.
feet ahead of you. And
Yeah,
then
so I'm going to
and
stand
not-
So is it a creature you can see within the zone?
It says it guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range. It doesn't say one that you can see.
So you don't even
So I
have
can
to
stand behind-
back there. You can stand 60 feet away in some dark corner.
Yeah, like
while that's everyone's
it's
attention.
yeah, it's 60 feet. I don't even have to be
Yeah.
directly behind him.
You can literally be anywhere in the tavern.
You could cast it right
I will remain somewhere behind him because I still don't want him to see me doing it. Just somewhere like
Here,
less
I know what-
conspicuous
do I know
than like
what's going on?
Oh,
I would say so.
Yeah,
I
I
like to
like
walk with you and chat with you,
Is-
so it doesn't look like you're doing anything suspicious in the
is
dark
LaFoe
corner.
standing
Yeah,
next to him?
okay.
Like, I would assume
Yeah,
he's
he and
like,
LeFou are
like,
chatting about
paying
that.
So we're just chatting, and I'm fake laughing while you're casting.
God, this is like being an extra. In a
doing my best fake laugh, which is really bad.
Oh, honey, you're all extras in Adele's movie.
I want. I think my spell save for this is
We know.
charisma.
Hi, man. Yeah.
All right, I can try to distract LeFou because I don't think he's. I would assume he's not very wise. So I'm gonna try to cast Enthrall on him and then start like talking in his direction. So for the next, if it works for the next minute, he has disadvantage on perception checks for perceive any creature except for me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's a tiefling variant. The variant that I took. It's the level 5 spell I get. So I cast Wisdom on LeFou
Fucking obnoxious.
to try to. He has to make a Wisdom save. If he can't be charmed, he automatically succeeds. And if we're not fighting him, so he doesn't have advantage.
Okay.
He has to make a Wisdom save, and then it'll last for a minute.
You looking at the monster manual like freaks me out.
There are like people in the monster manual too.
Yeah.
For what it's worth. There are like
Like
common-
giants are in the monster manual.
Yeah. I think there are like
It still
magic
scares
casters
me.
are
I
in
know.
there and stuff like that. There are people in there. Kind of concerning, still a little concerning, but
Yeah.
So you're casting Enthrall on LeFou?
mm-hmm. It's my normal spell save because it's charisma, because it's a tiefling spell.
I mean, guys,
This
keep
is
in mind
16.
too that he
So
has
you
to make
checking-
a
I couldn't see
Okay.
anything. I really I was actively being like, I can't look over. I can't look over.
Thank you.
I'm trying to be good.
Thank you.
I would say Gaston does have to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh,
So-
he has to be
there's-
within range for me talking, so I just like call over to him like, hey, friend, come over here. Do you wanna have a drink? You look interesting. I have to talk for a
You
minute.
sure are a person.
I have to talk for a minute.
Wait, can he mistake it as flirting, please?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh my god.
Did I see this happening?
Wait.
I mean, probably.
You're
It's like waving, like
you're
Doing-
betrothed. Hey, you're a person.
doing the like semantics, like with gestures, like come over here.
Amir's going to be so disappointed in you. No,
I'm not
he's
actually
gonna
No,
be
he's
I
not flirting. I want it
Yeah.
to be mistaken as flirting.
Yeah, like,
It's you can.
You're
flirt and not
totally
mean it
innocent
for
in
them
this.
to read it.
tell him like you're so
That's what
lucky
I
you
did.
have a fiance who attracts everybody apparently.
That's exactly what I did.
What is the spell save DC?
16.
He rolled an 18.
Okay,
Sorry, fam. He is.
I'm still just. And he just waves.
And by the
Yeah,
way,
awkwardly.
because of course Adele's going to call everyone's attention and start singing.
course
As
she is.
long as I'm performing, I can choose to, what is it called?
Yeah, it doesn't
We
say that he
can't
knows
be.
though, so.
Can perform to prevent people from. Where is it at? The one that like,
I can keep us from being charmed.
Oh.
Counter charm. Maybe that's not it. Hold on 1 second.
It's a bard spell?
It's not even a spell. It's something that
I
happens.
think it's counter charm.
Is that what it
something
is?
like that.
Maybe
No,
I
it's
don't
counter
have it.
spell.
No,
Not
there's
counterspell.
one specifically for charming.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's 6th level.
Never
Oh, yeah, what's this level?
Yeah, one way.
Sorry, fam.
I was like, I can perform, and we have advantage on all saves against being charmed.
It's okay. I already do.
Soon.
Oh, you. I'm Faye ancestry.
So, can I pull out my lyre?
That's
singing.
funny because he can't lie.
I'm sorry.
Yes, this was intentional. I could have pulled out the steel drum or the olives or found a piano, but
I have a bird
instead,
pipe.
I don't know what a bird pipe is.
It's like the thing satyrs like.
Oh, a pan flute.
Yeah.
And those called
they
bird
called it a bird pipe like in the one of the books.
Nice.
Which is why I call it a bird pipe.
I started singing. Okay, the thing I love about rivers is you can't step in the same river twice. The water's always changing, always flowing. But people, I guess, can't live like that. We all must make a choice. And that's a 21 performance check.
Yeah, no, everyone's like, they love it. It's amazing. They haven't had this kind of entertainment since Gaston got back from the war. Like, this is great.
Bird pipe.
Then I have advantage.
No, I'm waiting.
It's actually a 20.
I'm trying to get him away.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
they-
like,
they
we're
fucking love
gearing up, like getting
no,
everybody.
I was gonna be like, if I wasn't
Greek
helping you,
twins.
I was gonna be
Showing
going
them
down
like
like
a
Natural
natural
20? Fucking amazing.
I'm just trying to. I'm specifically trying to get LeFou away because of like. So that he doesn't get caught in the zone of truth. And
You can absolutely try.
Why don't we want him in the zone?
just.
Because he'll realize.
He'll realize. He'll know.
He's protective
know
of
that-
Gaston,
yeah,
even if
true.
something's
Okay.
like.
He'll know
I
that
forgot that they realized. So.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, I have
He-
a plan. in
he
case
would
they
know
try to
and
cause
would, like,
on it.
but.
Okay.
But
It is 7:22, so let's go ahead and kind of
Yeah.
pass whatever we want to
7:22,
pass.
we have
I
20
just-
hours.
I meant to say 11:22. My brain is.
I guess trying to.
Is that not what you said?
Okay, she said 7:22.
Oh,
I
I
can't believe I rolled.
literally didn't even register.
Translated it as 11. Yeah.
Food.
I didn't roll it yesterday.
Can I try it?
What do
So I
you
was
do?
essentially pretending to flirt with them again, continue, but like just with words.
And
So like,
you
I'm not actually hitting on him.
Yeah.
So it would be deception, which
Yeah.
I'm better at.
Okay.
and
Try.
you got onto me for doing it.
I mean, you can try.
I didn't know what you weren't doing. Oh, that might not.
Actually flirting with him.
It's a 13.
I have
You try,
I have a
and
bar.
Gaston kind of looks over, and LeFou like kind of blocks, like physically, like turns away from Gaston, says something over his shoulder, and like death glares at you.
Sorry. Just walk away.
Send him to the Nine Hells.
Me.
Just do it.
Just send him to the Nine Hills. Do it.
He's not
Okay.
even like flattered or anything.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm very
off.
attractive.
Wait. Were you flirting with LeFou or Gaston?
LeFou.
Oh shit! Sorry. No.
I was like, Gaston, no.
Fuck. No. Sorry. Retcon.
Okay.
yeah, that's why I was like, he might say.
Sorry. No. I thought that was for Gaston. Mommy.
No, you're good.
I'm trying to
LeFou looks over at you and is like, I'm not interested.
Oh.
Like, takes your flirting
Like,
at face
that's the
value.
Josh
and just,
had.
yeah. It's never gonna happen.
I know you have a loving fiance, but I'm still just like, I feel bad that you just got rejected.
No, that's
even though
what-
I know it's fake.
That's perfectly appropriate, actually, for us to just like be trying so hard and like I can't even pretend this.
And in the
Bye.
end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Try
Well, I
I
tried. So.
was literally trying to not sing that.
How about you?
Well, he can. All right. I guess it's casting. I don't have any other ideas.
Okay, I'm gonna. He has to make a charisma saving throw, Gaston.
I am listening.
I'm nervous because I feel like he's probably got a really high charisma.
He sure do.
Oh, jeez Louise.
She can also roll a 1.
I did not. I rolled a 19.
Oh, damn it!
Plus 3. So 22.
He's not that charismatic.
Yeah,
Can you
I'm more
waste another
charismatic.
spell and try again?
I have 2 second level spell slots. I can always try again.
Yeah, does he know you tried to cast that?
It doesn't say anything about a successful.
Okay, then no.
Oh wait, hold on.
On a successful-
Oh no, never mind. All it says is you know whether the creature succeeds or fails.
He
Not that the
succeeded.
other one knows.
He succeeded with flying colors.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I have one more second level slot. I can always try again.
Sure.
It's not like I'm really using.
Dust yourself off and try again.
Okay, yeah.
Hold on.
Wait, what?
I don't want to use a spell slot, but also,
Does anybody have anything for
What
like
spell?
disadvantage?
oh, it lasts for. Okay, I can keep concentration on this for 8 hours, so I don't care about wasting the spell
You
slot.
only had one DM inspiration for the night, right?
Yeah, but
You
I'm not
can
rolling
use
anything.
your DM inspiration
Oh,
to
okay.
make the DM reroll.
Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Okay.
I can, and I
Um,
have 3 of them, and I'm actively performing, so I'm trying to distract
Oh, okay,
them.
cool. So
Reroll.
a target doesn't necessarily. It doesn't say that a target would know if I cast Hex on him, but I can give him disadvantage on charisma saves.
Okay, well,
It's
what
it's
she's-
checks.
Hex.
does
Oh,
ability
checks.
checks.
Okay. Yeah, it just
Well,
has one ability. Yeah.
are you
but
gonna
just
use
kidding.
that
I don't.
to make
Yeah,
a reroll?
I'm
Okay.
actively trying to distract him. DM inspiration reroll.
That's a 3.
Please counter charm. Use a bard.
All right. Well,
I don't have to waste another spell slot.
Thank you for your puns.
Yeah, see the
I mean, come in handy in the
Okay,
end.
so
Alright.
asking.
Zone of
question?
Truth. Well, you said we were gonna cast and then stop. Would you want us to go ahead and?
Go ahead and play this out.
Okay, may as well
Yes.
play it out because
So
We
I'm
don't forget
watching.
where we
Can I
are.
see you from where you're at?
I'm somewhere
Anyway, the chocolate left.
behind. It's right there.
Oh, this
Somewhere behind the chair, maybe
Oh,
like 5 to 10 feet behind the chair. I would say 5 feet.
Can I?
It looks like I'm accidentally talking to Camille.
Can you see who?
Jillian. She said she's behind the chair, and I'm standing
She's
right
behind the
opposite.
chair.
I thought
No,
we were
you're on
going
the
off
opposite
into a
end of the
corner,
room.
but kind of behind him.
Okay.
I wanted to be close enough that I could
Yeah.
see whether or not the spell took effect, but like
Yeah.
far enough away that I'm not like pressed up against the back of his chair. Obviously,
You're-
Yeah,
You're
so
not.
we're just casually
So she's
chatting,
behind the chair. I can
behind
see
him.
you though, right?
Yeah, you can see her because she's not the one hiding behind the chair.
Right. I'm
Well,
watching.
she's not even necessarily hiding. We are actively trying to act like we're not.
Still can't see her. It is a
Okay.
very large room with a
Alright.
lot of people in it.
But you can see me.
I can see her though.
Mm.
I'm trying to make eye contact with you as we're performing to be like.
I mean, I'm one of your hype men. I would probably be looking over at you.
You're performing with
You
her.
could also do
Yeah.
sending.
I have to speak it, and I'm currently actively singing that song. So I do plan on like
Can you
Start
work your
singing
messages
your
into like the Wait, lyrics?
to
So cast this and then like didn't prepare. I can still go up and talk to him because I'm in the general. I'm right
yeah,
there.
that's
Saw
what you were gonna
casting.
do. That you were
Yeah,
gonna
like,
talk to him.
That's not.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking
You're
message.
before you
No.
like those two are before
message
you have to.
And message yourself
You
have
point
it.
your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. So I can
Yeah.
like clandestinely point while I'm picking, but I have to.
Wait, is this message or sending?
Hey,
What is
message.
Okay.
I could do a bird pipe solo.
Yeah, I was gonna like signal.
I could like take
I'm already-
Sarah and then
I'm already
just
standing.
like,
I'm already standing in the area, just like
I could go crazy.
Oh my god. Sure. Roll a performance check.
probably not. Maybe.
10.
You are great in a duet, but you're not.
It was
You're
my magic
average.
all along.
Okay,
Two songs.
Okay, but meanwhile, you can
Yeah.
still.
It's
I-
kind of
yeah.
like my heart will go on the recorder. Like,
God.
I may not be doing great, but I'm still doing a solo.
And it's okay because I'll come back in later on and then we'll be like, this is what we planned all along. So while playing, then I just kind of like mutter under my breath to you since I can see you. Like, did it work?
Did it? Yeah, because the reroll.
Yeah. So then Teresa, he's under his bed.
All
She
right.
put a spell on him.
And if you want to go be Adele's hype man, I'm gonna shift a little bit closer so that I can hear whatever.
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
talking
if
about.
we
Yeah.
still need a distraction, I can start, hyping her up, like going around to tables being like, oh my god, do you hear her? She's amazing.
Meanwhile, I'm playing my
I'm
bad
in
for
love.
my bad.
You're like pulling out wooden music boxes that like has her like mixtape on it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dream come true.
This is my life.
Yes.
And once I
Can I do
that?
that? Can we like actually make those so I can sell them to people?
Yeah, you can. That's fine. It will take some time. time. Oh,
Okay,
y'all,
let's
you
do
do
that.
not know what I just
You're a
learned
teamer,
about that
aren't
game.
you? Wait, what? How are we gonna?
You know
I
what
caught
I
that.
learned that game.
I was the only one who caught that reference. But anyway.
Wait, what happened? Wait, what'd you say?
Oh my god, okay. So in the Adventure Zone, there is a character named Johan who is exactly like you, and he literally, for the Christmas equivalent, gives people music boxes that has his mixtape on it.
So we're gonna make those, and I'm gonna sell them while you're singing. Every time
This
we're
is
out.
this campaign's hangover cure. It's Adele's mixtape.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm
So
so
am
great
I-
at performing when you're.
So I
The mixtape is called 23.
We can get Maurice to like teach us how to make stuff.
We can like.
Or Belle, she's an adventure.
after
True.
getting
Of
rejected,
my birthday.
look at him and think,
Make it hip.
You doing the
oh, how did you two meet?
That's why.
Are you talking to
so
Lufu?
good 'cause
Uh,
it's
Gaston. I look at Gaston.
And it kind of like
I look at both of them and think,
that it was.
and say, oh, and then yeah.
It's nothing to do with it.
Gaston kind of looks over at LeFou and he goes, he's been my best friend since we were children.
Would I have proficiency
Mhm.
bonus in the performance check if I have proficiency?
And LeFou kind of like goes with her. He's like, yeah.
So the two of
So
you,
what's going here?
you're a hunter.
LeFou
Have
has to
you-
check too. It's everyone within the range. By the way.
yeah.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, we didn't get him away.
Rolled a natural 20.
It's fine. I didn't bother to ask. That's okay.
Have you made any interesting catches recently?
Yeah, I caught an ogre up in the hills not too long ago.
You did.
Do you want to see the teeth? They're fucking huge. And he like,
Maybe in a bit. You fought in the war, did you?
yes. I was discharged after I got injured
Well, how long ago was that?
several months ago.
I see. I fought as well. Did you see anything? Did you see anything strange
I
there?
mean, if souls leaving people's bodies counts as strange.
Mm.
Does he seem like the same person that I was talking to the other day? Meanwhile, while I'm watching this,
Yeah.
that LeFou told me was being weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like the guy.
All right.
He's being overly extravagant. I'm just tired, so I'm not like.
No, you're fine.
Yeah,
It's
He's being Gaston.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
being Gaston. I am being a very tired DM.
You're being it's 11:33.
Yeah.
Jillian's still listening behind the chair, just like kind of muttering to herself. She doesn't have any kind of like messagey, whatever. She's like, get the specifics, get the specifics.
I'm trying to think.
You wanted to do this.
Yeah, I know. Because I was like, I could do it, and then no one said, okay, do it. So I didn't actually think about anything.
I said, okay, do it.
I was assuming someone else was gonna. Yeah.
Okay, wait. I have a question about dumpsters.
Sure.
You said it's not compulsion. Does
Yeah.
that mean he has to elaborate? Can he just answer the question, or does he have to give like extrapolating answers?
I think he just has to answer.
It just says a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
Okay, so he
And
doesn't.
an affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions to which
Oh,
would
he is
normally.
aware of it.
Yeah, he's. I mean, he would feel like if he was getting ready to lie, he would feel something like stop him from lying, and he would probably realize something is wrong, so he can avoid lying.
He loves talking about himself. He's fine.
Yeah, but there's not going to be anything that like prompts him to burst out and be like, "Oh, hey, look at me."
Cool, no compulsion. He doesn't have to like elaborate on it.
He doesn't have to elaborate, but if he starts to be evasive, like,
Cool.
yeah, we'll realize.
Yep.
Have you heard the? I don't know if it's actually. I was trying to like. I was in town. I started saying things like I don't know. I was actually.
Use your words,
Have
honey
you-
bunny.
It's strange. I read in a book about a castle nearby before that was built before the war with Leon. Do you know anything of it? You were a hunter. You go into the woods frequently. I would assume.
Go into the woods all the time. Really, the only castle that I've heard of recently. I don't read much.
Oh no shit.
The only
You
castle
don't
I
read much?
No, I'm not one for books.
Okay.
That's all I need to
I take note of that. Like,
Okay.
Offense.
yeah.
Reza disapproves.
Yeah.
He hasn't answered your question, so he's gonna continue. He goes, really the only castle I know of is this beast in a castle that Maurice has been going on about.
I see. He's the only one who's seen anything regarding
As
that.
far as I know, I told him I would help him look. I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to do it. I'm not quite sure I fully believe him.
All right.
I'm gonna do an instrumental break.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send a message to Camille that's like, what about the food?
Is he still just standing there next to him, or?
The thing didn't work on the food though, right?
Yeah.
You had a natural 20.
So you know that it didn't work.
Yeah, I would.
I assume you would have told me. I was
Yeah, well,
standing
the
next
thing
to you.
also says you know whether or not it failed or succeeded.
Yeah,
so
so
I would realize
instrumental,
immediately.
much better.
And if you looked at me and was like, then
Yeah, can I see if he is reacting at all? If who's reacting to this, like, weirdly,
Sure,
like,
yeah.
insight?
Make an insight check.
I'll look
I
up.
actually really.
If
not
you've
great.
messaged me, I'll walk up and start trying to join the conversation.
Are you walking into the zone of truth?
I got an 11.
I thought it. Oh, is it an active thing, or I thought it was
It
a
is
fun
an active
casual
thing.
it's
Whenever
active for
I don't
10
care.
minutes.
Okay.
I mean,
I don't know what I would lie about.
if you're just asking
Yeah,
honest questions,
One advantage on wisdom.
it's not gonna
Yeah.
affect you. If you
I
sit
mean-
there and be like, oh,
I'm not
well,
trying to
yes,
charm
I
you,
live here in
so-
town, you're not gonna be able to fucking do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I don't really have anything
Yeah.
to lie about. So what is it?
It's a charisma saving throw.
On him.
That's just
Okay,
that's what I have.
See if I have advantage. Oh, that was okay. Cool. That was significantly better. That's a 20 total
What was
on
it?
insight for
Charisma saving.
if he's reacting at all to
LeFou
this
seems
strangely.
LeFou seems normal.
You might have heard. What was the?
Oh, my spell DC is 15, I think. So
yeah,
you're
it's
good.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine anyway.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, LeFou seems to be taking these answers and
Okay.
accepting them and not making a fuss about it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally just gonna be like, oh, hey, Reza, and trying to like join the conversation and really just stand and watch them as you talk. Like,
Yeah.
not obviously not being like,
Yeah, I haven't seen.
Gaston compliments you on your coat.
thank you.
LeFou looks a little flabbergasted. Like, what the fuck did that come from? You never give other
Well-
people compliments.
He can't tell a lie.
True.
So it's a real nice coat.
It is a really nice
It's a
coat.
real nice coat.
It'd be funny if
Big
there was
dog.
compulsion and he was just like,
You have a nice coat. What the fuck?
That was really funny.
I'm out of the zone of truth, right?
are you? It's
I
a,
think so.
it's 15 feet, so unless you're like yelling from a distance.
I'll just be like, it's
Go
my
ahead and
favorite
roll.
hunting
Yeah.
coat. Just get in there that I'm a
I was
hunter.
gonna say, yeah.
Cool.
Same number.
Oh, I have a +8, but still 13. I haven't lied or anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say you haven't lied
don't
anyway,
think
but
so.
yeah, my DC is
You're
is
15, so you cannot lie.
So I
So
can't
you
lie.
do also
I
know
can.
that.
Yeah.
I know. So you just have to be very careful.
Yeah.
I mean, you are aware though that it affects you too.
Oh,
like you are
yeah,
aware of that. So
okay.
just try to avoid
Okay.
subjects where he can ask a counter
That's my
question.
best
Can we do
saving
that
throw.
thing from the Shrek movie where Pinocchio's like going back and forth being like, well, I'm not
God.
that.
Was that from Shrek 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
That was during the I Need a Hero sequence.
I'm
Yeah.
smart and
Absolutely.
charismatic.
Is there a second story to this?
There's not.
Okay.
Just specifics, like not like vague, like oh how long have you? Because that's something that you can get from like anybody, but like something like if we're talking about LeFou and Gaston, for example, like you'd be like where specifically, or like what's the first memory you have of your time together, or something very 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 specific to
Yeah.
the two of them. I'm saying this out of character because Jillian is still behind the chair.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
We didn't actually. I
bleeding
For some
into
reason,
that.
like
So
that.
how did you two meet?
Gaston kind of leans over and he goes, I was telling him that we've been childhood friends. We met years and years and years ago. And LeFou goes, yeah, Gaston and I fought off some bullies. and there were some not really good kids in the schoolyard, and we fought them off. And Gaston kind of looks at him and goes, "No, I saved you from the bullies." And then we skipped school.
Wow. What a rebel.
Not
Damn
surprised.
Damn it.
LeFou went to school.
We went to school.
He's
Gaston
illiterate.
went to school.
They
skipped school. I know.
They skipped school. Clearly.
That's
I'm just saying, if we're
They
going on the
skipped
live action
school.
movie, LeFou is very illiterate.
Yes. But you've seen the opening sequence. They have a school. The schoolmaster is literally
I
leading
know.
boys into the class and gets mad at Belle for teaching a girl to read.
I know.
Fight me.
I'm sorry.
Bitch, do
So-
not come for my Beauty and the Beast knowledge.
So you're from here.
Yeah, born and raised.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
I don't say that.
Well, I've done all I can do.
Do you leave behind the
I'm
children?
literally, oh no,
That
I'm
was
literally
really
just trying to lead the conversation that way. I'm not smart enough for this
I mean,
shit.
that was really specific, so I kind of am like, okay, there's something strange going on.
Give me a cue if you need a big distraction because I have an idea and I think you'll love it.
God.
Oh, you didn't want me to be the distraction?
No, I have an
figured
idea
one.
for me that
Um,
I think you will appreciate
Oh
specifically.
God, what are you doing?
Well, only when
Yeah,
I need
I
to.
know. But I still want to know. It's almost 11:45.
So yeah, I'm thinking. I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
trying.
you're fine. It's okay. And we can always come back to it next
Yeah.
week.
I was gonna say we can do like maybe one more question and then start off
Honestly,
again.
if
I
we
have to
want
listen.
to do, if what we want to do is just watch like the last 15 minutes of this before we start next week, just to like get us back up to speed.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought of a question.
Okay. We'll make this
Okay.
last question.
Yeah.
So, is magic very common here? Do people frequently practice it?
I mean, we don't have like alchemists or any like in-town wizards or anything like that, but we do have. I mean, anyone who wants to study magic can do that. I guess. I don't know.
Have you studied magic?
No.
No. Interesting. I know a lot of people who study magic.
Okay.
And it's
Fairly
interesting.
common in this
Yeah.
day and age.
It's
Even
a
I
little
know
interesting you haven't read
trick or
anything.
two to
I do
help my
associate
hunting.
with a different sort of
I-
people, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, but that's just more hunting. I just prefer to hunt. Like,
magic helps me out.
I am not magically inclined.
Fair enough.
All right. That's all I have in mind.
All right. Yeah, and that's where we'll call it because it's almost midnight.
Yeah.
People need to get home.
Or
And
they-
I have work tomorrow morning.
All right. Don't have any announcements. We'll just be back next week as usual. It's cool we play over here again because I don't think we had any streaming problems.
Yeah, I'll talk to Ann.
Cool. Yeah, let Ann know for sure.
Yeah, and we can always do it at my house. I just need to let my mom know.
Yeah.
So if Ann ever doesn't want company.
Bye.
Bye, guys.